this off. It's getting a little warm out. It was chilly earlier, and now it's a little on the warm. Oh, it's a little too warm. No, I'm just kidding. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? I'm doing a little work. I am working on 3 things. I'm editing a YouTube video right now. Gonna work on that a little bit while we're chitting and chatting. I am applying to some brands for sponsorships, brand deals, pitches, brand integrations, things like that. Organizing kind of a massive scale of that thing, and then I'm hanging here with you guys, answering questions, chilling out, doing whatever we do. I got about 3 hours before a Time Warner tech's going to come out and look at my my modem. Has not been performing amazingly. It's actually been decent now that I reported it in the last 24 hours. So in about 3 hours, I might get kicked off the internet when this guy shows up. We'll see. Otherwise, we're going to keep this going on. Hey, Molly, what's going on? Which actually reminded me, I need to see if this is pumping over to the YouTube side of things yet again. I think I activated that. So let's close this up. Don't need Facebook open at all right now. How's your morning going? Right on. I got the other camera hooked up, so it should be slightly nicer, slightly better quality. It's still a little traily. The frame rate, I don't have any good frame rate cameras right now, but it's a little clearer, a little crisper. What's up, Shadow? How you doing? I don't know if this is sending over to YouTube at all. I don't see it. Maybe it just takes a minute. So yeah, I just went through my whole pitch, and then nobody was here, and now I'm back. So yeah, today I'm going to be editing a YouTube video, organizing on a mass scale a lot of, I'm going to be doing some like brand, I'll explain this. I'm going to be organizing how I'm going to be approaching brands in the future for sponsorships and pitches and stuff like that. So I'll kind of talk about a little bit of that, and then mostly just hanging out and chilling. There's the YouTube one. All right, let's click this. I want to edit the title because it makes this generic title that's like, I'm live on YouNow, but for some reason I'm also over here on YouTube, which is like a stupid, like, let me put my own title in. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to edit this YouTube title. How do I do this? There we go. And so I'm looking away from the screen for 2 minutes while I do this. Yeah, here we go. It's right in the description, so that's nice. Let's change that to live stream and chill. Okay. There. Unnecessary. Oh, and there's no tags in here, so live stream, YouNow, YouTube, how to, so what's your morning like? What's going on today? Anything interesting? Alright, let's save that for now. Alright, pop this tab out. And that over there, I guess I need the, let's set that on, set that, countries, save there. Alright, so as we discussed yesterday, this is the first thing I'm doing, is the today's On This Day video. I am currently working on that. I want to add a new scene. I recorded the vlog element of it. He woke up a couple hours ago. Yeah, me too. I woke up like 9:30, which is what, 2 hours ago. And then And then immediately it was like 10:30, and I was like, what the hell? Where is my time? Alright, Alright, so I use this cloud-based editor to make these videos just because it kind of saves a lot of, like, rendering. Like, I don't have to worry about my computer being preoccupied by rendering because it does all that stuff in the cloud. The downside to it is it's all templates and, like, things like that, and then they have these scene selectors, and they're very generically labeled, like Classic Studio, Video Wall Studio, and I'm like, which is the thing I want? Like, it doesn't give you like real descriptions. Like, it does have, like, you play, like, click on it and it will show you a quick preview, but they're never really accurate to what it's going to look like. Alright, let's see. Because it does these other things, and it never implies those other things here. Alright, let's try the vertical studio. Wait, what is this one? Footage, no key. Wait, this might do it. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. It's going to let me do 15 items. We stayed up till 4 a.m. this morning. Man, I miss those days where I could pull that off. I think Amanda would get really annoyed if I did that. Which is like the entire reason I don't. 300 seconds? Oh shit. Is it going to let me use the video I did? This is the other thing, is it has these weird time constraints, which, like, oh, you suck. Oh no, okay, I can do it. Yeah, do that. Alright. I don't know what I want to put here. I'll just put my name. Alright, we're going to throw some Tom Petty pictures on this. See if I can find some that I didn't already use in the sort of retrospective part. Yeah. Right on. Okay. Do you have anything going on today? It's your second day off in a row. Any major plans? Things you want to get done today? This, that. This. One thing that this site does well is, like, it gives you immediate access to, like, stock footage. You can, like, just search through, like, some different stock footage and, like, GIFs and stuff. Although it's not the most, I don't know, sometimes it's like, because they're really small, it's hard to tell if they're going to be good resolution when you're done or not. And then, for some reason, I cannot find any clips from the You Got Lucky video. Which is like, somebody must have, right? Actually, is this? Chris woke back up right when I was about to go to bed, around 2, and we talked about all kinds of music stuff and influences. Right on. You found it? What, the You Got Lucky? Or, that's Ringo Starr. Why does that even show up? Yeah, but I have to find it through this thing to import it. Actually, if it's a GIF and you have a link, I should be able to bring it in through that. If it'll let you drop that link in the chat, I don't know. I haven't used YouNow for anything like that in a while. Hello, new person who is watching. Man, it's a lot of... Yeah, I mean, try it. I keep looking at this camera, but it's this camera. Maybe I should just do this, so I'm closer to being on target when I go like this. It's still a higher camera, but I can switch this back a little. Oh, it's a YouTube video? I can't take that. It has to be a GIF. For the program I'm using. It's not like an actual editor. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna, because like the video itself I can find easily. It's oh wow, Rebel. That's a good one. Anyway, alright. There's enough. It's just that I kind of wanted a clip from that one thing. But I got all this other stuff. So actually, let's go a couple more pages of GIFs and see what else there is, and then I need to not use up all my slots just in case I need to space things out differently. It does like all this random stuff, like you can do a setting where like, so it's me talking, you're looking at me, and then it'll drop things over me, but it doesn't give you a whole hell of a lot of control about when those things drop or when they even start dropping, which is actually the one thing I need to see is if I can control when they start dropping at all. What's up, Bro2Pro? How's it going? Just talking about editing a little bit, some YouTube stuff, and later on I'll be I'll be doing some what is that? We're looking for some brand deals and stuff like that, so I'll kind of talk about that kind of thing as well. All right, where is this piece next? No, add a new scene. Oh, I've reached maximum number of scenes. Shit. Okay, get that scene out. Yes. Now I can add another one. I don't know why I bothered. I could have just put it right where it was. Actually, no. Where is... I gotta look away from the chat for a minute. Yeah, it goes right here. Put it inside this other scene. Oh, I'm a rebel. Yeah, so that's the other thing with this software is that you only get, I don't know what the actual number is, like 10 or 12 scenes. I guess they just don't want people cutting like entire movies on their system. Which seems silly and irrelevant, but it does have its limitations, so... Like, and usually it doesn't matter, but I realized the other day that if I continue doing this on this day project, in a year, I'm going to come back and be like, hey, I already cut an October 3rd video, so now I can make it bigger. But if I've already spaced out, because I do like 5 celebrity birthdays and they're all individual scenes, is the way I've been doing it, and that's like half my maximum scenes, that's a waste of space. So in a year, I'm just going to come back and be like, oh crap, now I got to condense all these and redo this whole video, which is not the point. The point should be that I come back in a year and go, all right, great. I don't have to modify this. I'm just going to add to it. All right, so it's more about being smart at this point. All right, save that. Blam. And save that. And now we're going to let this render for who knows how long. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and this needs to go, what, at the top? No. Fuck. Where do I want this to go? I think I want it to go here. Let's see how that plays. I don't know. This is going to be a 9-minute video. Which is great if somebody watches it all the way through, because then I get all that watch time, which according to YouTube is all that matters in making a video. If you can get someone to watch the whole thing, you're doing it right. Because if you can get someone to watch 9 minutes of 1-minute videos, you're doing it wrong. That seems to be their philosophy. But we're gonna see. We're gonna try it both ways. Yeah. This one, obviously I did it in rather of a rush. I kind of did the whole vlog thing in one take, and I realized that I should probably start with like a setup, go into all the sort of polished, BuzzFeedy type stuff, and then come back to it at the end with like the more extended vlog where I explain things or talk about it, you know, what it means to me, all that. And then have a third part that might be like a wrap-up. I'm just going to move you guys a little bit. What's up? No Islam? Is that like a double entendre? And I can't do that. Landliby. How's it going? No? I don't know what to call you. That's not a very personal name. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is find your own meaning and your own system for charting success. Have fun, push yourself to the limit, and don't take no guff from nobodies. Yeah. Does that sound good? I think that sounds good. Stay true to yourself and your childhood dreams. That's just a guideline. But maybe that could be the meaning. Hey, thank you for the 50. That makes you what? The #1 fan for... Wait, no, bro to pro. Wait, what? When did that happen? Is that from the other day? Man, that's... Oh, Germany, hey. I get someone from Germany like every day now. I love it. How's Germany right now? What time is it for you? It's like 8 o'clock in the evening? Very good. What part of Germany? Oh, 9. You're one more time zone over. Is Germany span 2 time zones, or is it just the one? Yeah, Stuttgart. Cool. Okay. So you're 1 time zone past England. Got it. All right. 9 out. You want to speak with me? Okay. Go ahead. Oh, what holiday is it? The end of Oktoberfest holiday? Reunion Day? Is it actually the end of Oktoberfest for you? Because I know certain places it's the end of Oktoberfest here. Does that coincide with Reunion Day somehow? Oh, like it's been over? Alright. Because like here, today is the last day. I just really hurt my finger on this table. Okay, so, according to my to-do list, we celebrate today that the wall fell down. Oh, right! How did I not get that in my... I should have known that, because, like right now I'm editing a video called On This Day in History, although I've just started doing this on the daily, and I should have seen that. That should have been in my thing. Damn it. I would have totally put that down. Huh. I'll get that for next year. What now? What now? No. What? Please. What? Are you asking to guest camera? Because I don't do that with people I don't know. So you would have to come back, participate in the chat room, which you're doing, establish a repartee, and then once I've vetted you and feel like you're not going to do weird, crazy things that are unacceptable on the camera, then I would guest you. I've known Molly for, what, 10 years now, Molly? And for the first time ever, she guested yesterday. That's probably not true, but she did guest yesterday. Technically, when you are on Stickam, you're guesting whenever you wanted, essentially. So, it definitely wasn't the first time. Alright, I have to look at my to-do list. October 3rd, blah, 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 edit. It's pretty much edited. Okay. So while this is editing, you guys are all chilling out. I just want to pop over to I'm syndicating this on YouTube. I just want to take a quick look over there because I wasn't paying attention if anyone was chatting over there, and I need to pop out the chat room from that so that I'm not ignoring other people. I guess I can bring that up on my phone. Do I want to do that? I just updated my iOS to the new one. It's got this screen, and I dislike it. It's so cluttered with stuff. And then for some reason, every time I go front, like I'll charge my phone in airplane mode because it's faster to charge. But then when I turn it off, it like turns Bluetooth on, and I'm like, come on. When do I ever need that? Know that I don't need that. You're Apple. You're supposed to be smarter. Okay. Alright, 6 viewers at one time. So yesterday on YouNow, at the end of the session, I got the congratulations, I've earned the rank of captain. The arbitrary, I don't have that frame up anymore. Their arbitrary gamified badge system. And according to them, to get to the next level, I need 1,000 followers, so another 260. I need another 30 shares, so please share this video, stream, and then 100 concurrent viewers. So right now we're at 6, so in about 10 years I'll achieve that goal, and whew! Thank you, Joe33. I like to say Rob Zombie looks like me. I've had dreads longer than he ever did. Yes, no, Islam, I will not be doing that today. No guest slots right now. Oh, 10 concurrent viewers. Molly, I use Bluetooth for a speaker to hook up for any videos. I occasionally use my Bluetooth for something like that, but I generally just plug into the audio jack, which I know newer models, they don't do that. How long dreads do you have? What? This long. Alright. They actually used to be a little longer, but they get really thin at the bottom and break off, so they kind of like maintain their own length. Alright. Again, Hey, Mike Smith, it's your first time on YouNow. Welcome to this live stream. Topics include such things as YouTube, live streaming, whatever, and hey, what the heck? Tom Green in the YouTube. Did you just donate $2 to me? $2 Canadian dollars? So that's like what, 200 American dollars? Is that right? Thank you, Tom Green. You've paid for my burrito. John, what's going on, man? That's his actual name. I'm going to throw this up on the cell phone so I can actually... Well, let's turn that off. Don't give me ads on my own stream. Oh, I just turned it off. Now it's going to play it again. Oh, this is getting bad. That's my first official YouTube donation on a live stream. Thank you, John. Good times, good times. What are you guys all up to today? Oh, 100 thumbs. Thank you, Joe. That's fantastic, especially compared to the 50 likes. Yes, no Islam. It's like no ads right now. Yeah. Like his only comment in there is ham. By the way, he did the super chat to put ham at the top because he's been trolling me for 11 years. Because ham rhymes with Sam. John, are you still over in the YouTube? I appreciate that. Thank you, man. It's good to see you again. Pump that up. All right, can I just pause that there? Bring this over here. Yeah, for those of you just knowing me, I'm currently editing a video. I do a daily video called On This Day in History, which so far I've just been publishing on Twitch and Facebook as I kind of got my my rhythm. But today I will officially be launching the first one onto my YouTube channel because past week they've just been sort of these BuzzFeedy, polished, like, oh, it's a bunch of gifts and here's celebrity birthdays and deaths and marriages and historic events and stuff like that. And then today, for the first time, I am adding in my own vlog insight to all of this. So we'll be posting that on YouTube as soon as it renders. And once it does, I don't know what I'm going to do because I got you guys here. I don't know how I'm going to play it and watch it and see if it's any good. It's like a 9-minute video. I don't want to sit here for 9 minutes, John. Yeah, I like that thing you guys can't see or really hear. So I'm not going to do that. But I don't know. Maybe I will. And then, hey, thank you, the Fem Geek. You've been in here before. You just became a fan? Is that right? Well, welcome back. Oh, good, it rendered. Let's do that thing I just said I wasn't going to do. Let's just take a quick look. I just want to see a specific angle of this. Ooh, you guys can hear things. Okay, I don't care about this part. I just want to see this part where I do the talking and videos should be overlaid.
You are storytellers. How dare you not tell stories like you got lucky in Shadows of the Light?
Did I flip which parts where? Oh, I'm really confused. So this has absolutely no overlays happening. Alright, I gotta edit this really quick. We'll take a quick look at this. It's definitely been a while. Right on. Yeah, I've been all over the place. This should be here. Hit the edit. Huh. So all those... Okay. All those GIFs that I laid in apparently did not stick. So I'm going to do that. So I use this, since this is a very sort of easily formatted video concept that I don't have to do any kind of special effects or color correction, any complex editing. I use this online editor called Showbox. It's a subscription service. It's a cloud-based editor for these particular videos and some other kinds that I do this with as well. What's going on? And it kind of lays all this stuff together for you, but it's obviously not as awesome. It's not as malleable as just doing it yourself, but it does what it does well. Plus, it doesn't bog your computer down when you have to render it. So that's a nice thing. Alright. This classic Tom Petty flipping the bird gif. Do I want any of these, like him on The Simpsons as an animated character stuff? Your hair like a street broom. Oh, so now you're gonna get personal? Oh no! Not the trollering. Alright, this video there, let's see how that works. Problem with this, now I gotta render this again. I have another 10 minutes. Alright. Question. Oh, what? This seems like it's doing something weird. Although that is a good reference. If you saw my Game of Thrones video, we do like a a dramatization. What's up, Gapri? Is that it? It's like, you know, like one of those like flashback things, and I'm played by a mop, and then my parents are played by brooms. So you're right on. Good morning to you. How's it going? Hey, we hit 8. 92 more to get that that YouNow goal that they've set for me. Right, you're apparently like a broken record, so there's that. Flashback things and answer. What's the end answer? Okay, so this... Oh, Showbox is being weird today. Shit. Hopefully it's not gonna break down like a weird Tom Petty reference that I inadvertently made. Hey! I love it. You're singing me songs. Go for it, Islam. Oh, buddy. Alright. So, while this is doing whatever the hell it's doing, and I'm going to give it another 5 minutes to think about if it's done doing that, the other thing I'll be doing today is going to a couple different brand sites. So if you're a creator, if you make YouTube videos, or you do, you know, Instagram, if you're an influencer, you've got like multiple thousand people following you on different platforms, you can definitely be making money, as I very occasionally do, through sites like FameBit or, well, Content Boulevard is, I think, dead. Every time I've gone to Content Boulevard lately, it's given me that Google warning of like, we think this site might be hacked or something. So I think they've stopped updating that. But there's a couple other sites out there and mobile apps that you can use. Yeah, if you're just getting into the game, don't do what I did and do everything. You focus, like hyper-focus on your niche. Like, come into it from the product side of like, what brands, like you could be like, oh, I want to do something along the lines of like, I like cooking. Come into it heavy and hard. Number one. You're number one. Although, I'm still not sure if you're taking two sides of this. All right, this edit is stuck. This is my other problem with Showbox, is they seem to have some programming issues on their site. They have flown too close to the sun. Can I? No. Alright. Yeah, it's crashed. Okay. I'm gonna refresh the Showbox. It's being silly. You is king? Oh, thank you, man. I forgot to ask, did you catch the eclipse from a month ago? Oh, so the story with the eclipse is at the time I was working at Top 30 TV on their Facebook Live promotion. So every day we were doing like a 4-hour Facebook Live. And the live started at noon. And I think the eclipse hit us somewhere around 11 a.m. So like we were heavy into like our production morning. So we were like recording our hosted bits, and I had like the live feed from NASA up on one of the monitors, like the monitor that the host usually sees herself on. I put it up on there when it was starting to happen. And then the minute we finished recording those bits, I ran up to our mezzanine balcony, and a couple people had bought the glasses, so I got to see it. I took like one crappy picture through the glasses with my phone. So yeah, I saw part of it live and most of it on the live feed. Did you get an actual view of it? I know Eric, Eric Hull, he was out there because he was streaming from like someplace that had like a bunch of telescopes, and that was cool. But again, no Islam. I'm not gonna do the guest thing right now, man. All right, try this showbox thing again. Oh, it's being wonky. I might have to forego. I'm gonna try one image. Wait. No. Here. Yeah. I'm gonna just try one. See if it gets the one, and then come back in. We'll start with just that. Oh, I'm gonna do two. I can't help myself. All right. Okay. Hang on. We tried over here in Memphis, but it was clouded 10 minutes before the actual eclipse. Yeah, I knew something else. It's trippy having you up here and YouTube with the delay. Why do you have me on YouTube as well? But thank you for the double viewing, I suppose. You should just mute one side of it if you're going to do that. I appreciate you having two tabs open with me, but that's unnecessary. How do I even see that? Woo! I just forgot to turn it off. That's how I noticed it. Right on. Okay, see, that didn't take. How come that didn't take? Come on. Give me just one video overlay. Okay, something is totally not working right with their site. Showbox, come on. Let's do this. This one thing. Select that. All right. What are you doing? Come on, go to work. I am working. This is I am currently at work making YouTube videos. Okay, save that. What was that? Something on my phone just made my phone vibrate. It doesn't seem to be a text message. There's nothing scrolling down when I do that. All right. Go back one. Edit again. Yeah, here we go. Crap. Yeah, I work a variety of like television jobs, so I have as much downtime as I have uptime. And right now I'm in between gigs. So the gig I do when I am not working on a show is my own shit. Hey, the Fem Geek following me on Twitter. You're just everywhere. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let's do this. And cancel. Maybe this is the wrong setup that I used. It's just doing an overlay. I'm going to have to try something else and see which one works. All right, we're going to add a new scene. Try the video wall. Fountain full screen footage. Try this really quick. And okay, guys, 1 second while I take a look at this. I promise you, I'm not ignoring you. Click here. I'll do the shorter one just so I can see which thing works right. Approved. Okay, next. It's going to do images. Great. Let's do a couple of those. Then I need to make like a friggin' note to myself. You're a good person. Thank you. How come your statements are like troll statement, nice statement, troll statement, nice statement? Are you a random generated computer? I'm a computer. Right? Does anyone else feel that's happening, or am I just interpreting this wrong? It's like one of those things where sarcasm doesn't translate on the internet. Am I missing something? Okay. All right, we got those 3 GIFs selected that should overlay on top of that. So finish the episode. Let's take a look at that. We're going to see how the video wall renders. That's going to take forever. Where am I from? I am currently in Los Angeles, California. I've been here for 17 years. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, if that's how you want to ask that. When someone says where you're from, it's hard to tell if that's currently or past tense. How about yourself? Everyone, ASL. No, just kidding. What's up? Woof. Mapple, apple, map, lowy, maps, mapple. Sorry for that being the first experience you have on YouNow. But I cannot read as fast. Again, see, this feels like trolling. Alright, let's get that thing ready. Let's see when that renders. And in the meantime, I'm going to jump from Chicago, but live in Schaumburg, Illinois now. Illinois. Do you say Illinois or Illinois, pronouncing the S? S or no S? No S. Illinois. I think I'm just being lazy when I say the S. I just can't stop myself. Where is this is it? Okay. And I still love that Tom John, his real name's John, his screen name's Tom Green, spent $2 just to put the word ham at the top of my YouTube chat. That's fantastic. Illinois. Yes. Very good. Los Angeles. I don't say that. None of that was accurate. All right, go back. Take a quick look over here. Ew, you were from Syria. Nice to meet you too. Charles Manson, yes. Yeah, I get that. I've played him. Thank you. Have you seen my work? I'm number 2 and bored. Cause people like a serial killer. I'm gonna kill the F out of some checks. 10 concurrent viewers. Thanks, guys. You guys just set a milestone. I learned the hard way when I moved down here in 2009, and a couple people corrected me right away. Right on. Yeah. You know, it's... People get very, very upset about silly things like pronunciations. We can't all have grown up in the same area. There are colloquialisms that make us lean towards certain, certain sounds and phonemes more than others. We all just got to give a little lenience to other people sometimes. All right, is that still rendering? Still rendering. So in the meantime, we're going to jump over to famebit.com, take a quick look over there, see if there's any new and interesting campaigns for possible pitches. I'm trying to bring back my trivia and other games shows. I can't translate that on the fly, but I got the Los Angeles part, so that's nice. Anybody want to run that into Google Translate, feel free. I don't know that I care. Hey, birthday cake! Thank you very much. It is actually my wife's birthday in 2 days, which, by the way, guys, in 2 days, whatever 3.5 hours from now is for you, right now it's almost 12:30, so on Thursday, 3.5 hours from now, I'll be live streaming on Twitch as I make dinner for my wife. I'm going to be baking and hand spinning a bacon-wrapped date pizza. I use the air quote because I'm not going to really wrap the dates in bacon. I'm just going to put bacon and dates on the pizza. But there's other stuff involved. It's not that simple. Or am I? Or is it origami? Oh yeah, they do here. A lot of them are very laid back with me. That's cool. That's very good. Yeah, so, yeah, if you have go to twitch.tv/samproof, there's an event there. You can hit the reminder button on it if you want. Or just keep that tab open for 2 days, because I may actually continue to have live streams over there as well. I already answered that. I'm from Los Angeles. And you replied with a thing that says Los Angeles in it. Oh, you're asking Molly. That makes sense, because she was saying stuff, and it was almost like in code. Tell her the FemGeek says hi. Right on. I'll write it down. I'll text her. Nah, I'm using my phone for stuff. The FemGeek says hi. I'm writing it, see? In really horrible handwriting. Okay. So, as this video renders, I'll spend the rest of my time looking at brands. So there's a couple different websites I go to for brands that are looking for influencers to do things like make videos or unboxings or reviews or tutorials, or just, you know, post a picture on like their Instagram or Facebook. And so I'll scrub through these every day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, to see if anyone's added stuff. And generally, there's nothing that would apply to me, because it's like, oh, it's really 80% skewed toward female influencers. So there's like beauty products and fitness stuff and fashion and leggings with pineapples on them. And we're just starting to get the influx of Halloween stuff, so I'm like, that's closer to things I can do. But yeah, so I try and stay on top of this, because the minute something actually applies to like my brand and channel, it's like I have to jump on it, because I can't just apply it to everything. I'm not going to do a video for you know, a bath bomb or whatever. Send me a request to stay in your country? What does that even actually mean? I've seen people do unboxing from gaming or wrestling stuff. Oh yeah, no, I'll do unboxing for board games and stuff. You can do anything. It's the difference between whether or not you're getting paid to do it or just doing it because you know, want to. Not that I wouldn't unbox something I like just for the sake of it. All right. Oh, I'm in the wrong. I need to go over to this other section of this thing. How am I supposed to send you a request to stay in my country? I don't know you. But yeah, like earlier today, I found and I pitched them a free thing. So I used to do, for those of you who remember, I used to do trivia and like Pictionary or Drawtionary, because Pictionary is copyrighted, trademark. But today, found like a whiteboard company that actually wanted someone to do a thing. Now it was specifically a calendar, like it already has like the breakdown of like Monday through Sunday kind of thing. So like I pitched them with like a, hey, I'll do this totally free unboxing review of your to-do list, which I would actually find useful, because I have like right here in front of me like 3 different notepads where I've started to-do lists, because I don't have like one dedicated thing. So if I had like that, it would be awesome. But at the bottom, I was like, I also do, or used to do this Pictionary trivia game. I'd love to do this video as an example of what I can do, And then maybe in the future we could do a longer partnership in which I use your boards for Pictionary. So cross your fingers on that one. And yes, as Molly remembers, the good old trivia days, which hopefully I'm gonna try and bring them back. You know, I have to just figure this whole schedule thing out. See if maybe I can still do it on Sundays or something. Although, I don't know. Amanda and I had a small, not like an argument or a tiff, just like a small clashing of things where I really like, once the girls have gone to bed, I really like to, like, bring out the computer and, like, have a show on the TV and just, like, kind of be entertaining and getting entertained and doing stuff at the same time. And she wants to just sit there for, like, 3 hours on her phone just looking at Facebook, and I'm like, it's so jarring to me to sit in silence for like those 3 hours, you know, for like a 3 hour span at that point of night, that I kind of need some kind of external stimulation. I'm like, if that's going to be the way it is, maybe I'll just start streaming at night. I don't know that I have the energy for it, but we'll see. So I might even be back tonight to do that around 9 o'clock. We'll see. Which is it's 12:30 for me right now. So whatever that is for you. All right, back to this. I don't see anything else on here. Sniper gear 3. That would be 11 for you, yes, and 12 midnight for East Coast people. And potentially I would go for 2 hours or maybe longer. Yeah, none of this looks like anything. And there, let's go back. Did this render yet? Yes, it did. Alright, let me see if either of those things worked out. Alright, I'm going to take a look at this one last brand site. Scrub this. I don't even know where this played in here. Oh, it put me... Okay, alright. The video wall, I think, is what I wanted. Later, No Islam, thank you for your confusing presence. Alright. Close that. This, go to here. Alright, so this video wall looks like it may actually be the thing I wanted. And I think it just needs, does this have the options? Alright, hang on, I gotta let that load. It's slow as fudge. And I don't know, I think it's just my computer. It's a little. Oh, you're still here. I got a 2. Give me a 2! Give me a 12! Give me a 3! Oh, back at ya. Again, because I'm so confused by you. You're the narrator from Fight Club. And I'm oh god, what's the girl? Marla. I'm Marla. She's just constantly confused. Alright, this thing is not loading. Oh, Showbox, why? Show, S-H-O-W, B-O-X. Showbox is a paid service, but it is a show, like a television show. It is a browser, yes, Showbox. It is a browser-based editing program, and the beauty of it is that it renders in the cloud, so you don't have to bog down your computer with rendering and render times and all that. Plus, it renders pretty fast for what it's doing. Now, the sort of downside to it is that you have to get sort of acclimated to the way Showbox does things. So, it gives you like a theme and it only gives you so many scene slots. It's like 10 or 12. And then you have within the theme different scene types. So you can do either like, oh, I want to do a video of me and then some media. So it's like video, media in the corner, or video and then the media comes over you, and they're all different types. And then like, or you just want just footage and voiceover, that's a different thing. Hey, what is up? Fake Hal? Fake Sha? Whatevs? What's up, Faye? Can I call you Faye? Based on your profile image, I feel like that's weird. So yeah, you have to kind of get used to what their themes are going to do. Do you want to talk to me? I'm talking to you right now. I'm not doing any guest cams right now. Oh, third in board. And like I said earlier, I am your father. How old are you? Oh my god, that one time at band camp? Okay. Goodbye, no Islam again. I could be your father. Does it pay well? Do we need some fatherly, guidance? Wrap that rascal. Stay in school, I guess, which I didn't. And live your dream. Dream your life. Wait, what? There you go. Oh, I love you too, kiddo. Oh, I just cracked my neck. That was nice. That felt fantastic. What was I talking about before I went on 7 tangents? Showbox. So yeah, that's basically what it is. I want to go to you, but I don't have a visa. Wait, another one? Where are you? What's going on in the alley behind my house while I'm talking out loud to nobody who's responding? Help me, Father. I'm probably gonna have to shun you now. I cannot help everyone that comes into here asking me to help them. You don't want to come here. Gun violence and stuff. 12! A new record for the day of concurrent viewers. Oh, Morocco. Oh, that's very cool. I've always wanted to go to Morocco as of this statement right now. No, that's awesome. Have you been to to the wherever I live? United States? What's going on over on the YouTube? Not much at all. I wish. Does this not let you? It would be awesome if this let you pop out the YouNow chats. It does not. Hey, Maypool, you're still here, and Hope, you're. I just clicked over. You and Steven are sneakily shadowing. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. How you doing, everybody? What are you guys up to today? What is that guy doing in the alley? That was weird. I tried to do that yesterday and it didn't work for me. Popping out the chat. It only works in YouTube. It doesn't work in YouNow. I wish it did. That would be amazing. Or you tried to shadow? Which thing? 2 people over on YouTube. Yeah, okay. You can get a visa, boy. You need money to travel that. Pop out chatting. Yeah, that pop out's only on the YouTube. It's not on YouNow. All right. Showbox is being difficult currently, so I don't know what I'm going to do here. I wanted to get this video up kind of within the hour. Do I do it without the overlays? I mean, maybe I should just, I could duplicate this file so that I can have one that I'm going to continue to try and update with the overlays. if it wants to let me. I wonder if it's having problems because I am live streaming on the same computer, which is a legitimate... hey, Mom, how's it going? It's a legitimate CPU hog. I'm at work with usual downtime, and I give it to you on YouNow. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm just kidding with you. I'm a father. It's all good, I know. I like to play along however I can. The awkwardness is part of it. That's all. Alright. Oh, we're back to 12. Can we break it? Can we hit 15 concurrent viewers? My current goal, according to YouNow, is to hit 100, which seems unlikely at best, even if I were to get featured on the board vertical. I'm going to call it a vertical, for lack of a better. Why are you on YouNow, by the way? As opposed to what? Like, why am I on here in today? Why am I on YouNow instead of on Twitch? Can you be more specific? So today, if we're going to answer that question, most of the time I go live, it's for shits and giggles, just to hang out and chat with my friends, keep myself motivated, because I am currently, obviously, if you've noticed, working on some things. So I like to distract myself at the same time to turn a 5-minute job into an hour-long job by going live on YouNow. Sorry about the helicopter noise. I'll stop for a minute. But beyond that, if there's a theme to today, we're talking about video editing, we're talking about YouTube and live streaming and stuff like that. Dark Flower, I am not going to be doing any guest stuff right now. But also, you know, it's funny. I had this conversation with Molly the other day. I was talking about I want to bring musicians on as guests to do things like that, but not right now. So come back, you know, another time for sure. You couldn't hear the helicopter? Oh, that's good. It was extremely loud to me here. Glad it wasn't for you. I appreciate that. I'll fan you back. Can I do that from right here? There we go. Boom. We're all fans. Everybody's a fan. Thank you. I fanned you. All right. Yeah, this showbox thing is not loading correctly, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to back out. I'm going to close this whole thing down for right now. Give it a minute. I'll go back into it in a little bit. And then I'll probably export a version as is, although I have to take some things out. And then I'll continue to tinker with it as I upload it to YouTube and ultimately just go with it as it is. But we'll see. I mean, if it does, if I actually am able to make it work the way I want, then I'll just switch out the videos. That's not unheard of. It's a thing. You could do it. It would be kind of great if YouTube actually let you do that on the same spot with a video, where it's like, oh, you have a better version of that now? Sure, we'll upgrade that. Let's do it. Because Vimeo lets you do stuff like that. Alright, and then I've gone through all the brand sites I was going to go through right now. Although, I remember, hang on, I just want to check my email, guys, sorry. I got some email earlier. There is a June bug about to attack me. He missed. I wanted to see... Oh, I don't see where that email was. It was some kind of brand thing. Or did I decide it wasn't any good? I might have actually decided it wasn't any good. Okay. I don't see it anymore. So I must have deleted it. This bug is going to come back. Alright. I forgot Vimeo existed. Yeah, Vimeo actually just jumped into the live streaming game. They bought LIvestream.com. And then has it been a week now? Yeah, it's been almost a week. And then they announced that they had their own Vimeo live streaming service, and it is a paid service. It's completely paid. They really just reskinned the livestream.com stuff with Vimeo, integrated it into their website, and they're offering that, as a pro package to production companies, starting at like $70. And they're going to fail horribly because that model is not going to take. As somebody who works deeply in that industry, I don't know a single production company that's going to be like, wait, so you're telling me I can pay you money to do a live stream on a platform that I don't have a presence on, but at 1080p? I don't know who they think they're going to get. All the companies I've worked with are like, wait, I've already got a presence on X, YouTube, Facebook, blah, 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 Twitter. I can go live and live stream for free at 1080p. Or 720, which is pretty much good enough for most of those anyway. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. They would have done better to buy nothing. like I want them to have bought Stickam and just gone with Stickam, but it wouldn't make sense for Vimeo to buy Stickam and bring that back. I don't know. I don't know if anyone could get away with it. No, yeah, there's no valid reason to do it. Unless, they're showing up at your house with crew and hardware that's going to give you a 4K or better live stream, a 4K 360 live stream. Then, yeah, maybe to get that done right. But yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. That's going to be the nail in the coffin. Like, I foresee Vimeo going away in 6 years. The only thing I could see that they might do, which I looked around and I couldn't tell if they were doing that or not. Yeah, see, Vaughn Live, I'll get to that in a minute. The only way a paid live streaming service would work well is if it had a ticketing system, so that if I want to do like a course or an exclusive concert, I can then charge money for tickets. People pay, and only they get like a very specific, like their IP or email address lets them in, and only one access per IP or email. Then I could see that being something I would, because that doesn't really exist. There's a couple sites that sort of do things like that, but I've never seen it done good, and I don't even know off the top of my head what sites do that. I know Patreon has its own, like, oh, you want to do like an exclusive live? Here's how you do it. You create an unlisted YouTube event. And I'm like, you know what? That doesn't count, because the minute somebody else comes in, they get the URL, and then they just forward that to like 100 friends. Doesn't work. It's not the same. Yes, you get 10% of your expected revenue, and you get extra eyeballs on it, but it's not exactly right. Although I wonder if you can turn off the right click to get that. I'll have to try something. You might be able to make it harder to actually find that URL, because I think you can turn that off on the embed code, but I'm also not sure that Patreon lets you use the full embed code and isn't just the URL. Anyway, so Vaughn Live, I think that's what Sup Ricky is trying to do. I haven't kept up with that dude in a while. He does live streams on Patreon. The big issue with Vaughn Live, I mean, yeah, they kind of went that route of trying to recreate the Stickam feel, the Tiny Chat feel, and there's a lot of old Stickammers on there. Yeah, I feel like the biggest problems with them are like an aesthetic issue where they chose this very dark website, and it's like a very specific person who's like, yeah, I want the black website. Like all the websites that really do well are these bright, you know, white background, light blue background kind of things, like Google and Gmail and Twitter and YouNow and YouTube and Facebook. So there's this weird dark aesthetic, which as a 18-year-old I would have jumped on and been like, yep, this is my site, I'm on Vaughn. But then they like created all these weird sub-niche versions of Vaughn, which the names of which I have no idea. But the last time I looked, they had like, it was confusing. I was like, I don't understand. Are these separate sites that are linked? Are these channels? Are these verticals? Like, it was like, what is happening? I don't know. It's been a while since I've even tried live streaming there. It was like probably 2 years, so I don't even remember enough stuff. And also, they have a terrible name. It's, that is not a memorable URL. I don't know if it's Vaughn Live, and it's a .com, .tv. I don't know. So yeah, they've got a bunch of issues that if they want to succeed, they would have to overcome. I mean, yeah, there are 4 different ones that Mark has. Yeah, I feel like they had one that was specifically a vaping platform, and I'm like, really? Come on, guys. Like, there's niche, and then there's that's too much. Like, gaming is one thing, but like something that specific, you might as well make like the left-handed midget lesbian vertical, like. I've just offended like millions of people, but it is specifically a Dead Milkman reference. I did not make that quote up. Well, elements of the quote I did, but not the whole thing. All right, I'm gonna close Gmail. I'm gonna try bringing back Showbox for one more quick attempt at this, and then I'm just gonna pump it out the way it's gonna go. Log in. Come on. I was on there 10 minutes ago. Just remember. Cookie my machine. All right, drop this down to here. So let's try one last time to do the edit on this, and then I'll just delete the scenes that didn't let me do stuff. There, we'll give that a minute to try. Guys, I'm going to run just to get a refill of my coffee. Give me a minute, and I'll be right back. Please don't leave. I swear I'll be back. Alright. Returned. Tea refill. Alright, and this thing still did not load, so let's get rid of that. Yeah, delete that. Let's take a look at this. Edit this. Molly's back. No. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing half the chat. Alright, let's take a quick look over at YouTube. What's happening to you guys? Alright, still quiet in that chat there. And I'm going to run over to live control so I can see the back end of that. What was that? I missed whatever just popped on screen. Shoot. Thank you for that thing. I caught pinkness. We're back to 9. Okay, good. Got it. Real Reaper, I see you hanging. Asaga, what up? And Elgal, Mom, Molly's still here. FemGeek's still here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, FemGeek, you have reached the #1 fan position. Thank you for that. Okay, and just want to take a quick look at this. All right. Back with tea, back with coffee. Cheers. Ching ching. Bing bing. Bow bow. The high school, which is like 3 blocks over, is blasting Free Falling over their PA system.
I just want to say this. You got lucky.
There's that. Personally, if it had been up to me, I'd be blasting You Got Lucky and Rebel and basically all of Damn the Torpedoes. Yeah, I'm like, how many of these kids actually know Tom Petty? Like, how old is the song Free Falling at this point? It's older than high school kids, right? Isn't it? I imagine you guys can't actually hear that, but well, now it's just class bells. Good on ya, Birmingham High School. I think that's what it's called. I always call it something else. No, I don't think it's 70s. Free Falling, I think, is at least like 80s. American Girl, that's probably more recent. Look it up. When did Tom Petty Free Fallen debut? Because I'm going to say I was almost in high school. 1989. Yeah, I was going to say I felt like it was the 90s, but it was just before the 90s. When did American Girl... Wait, what? That's not right. What is that song called? That's not what I'm thinking of. I'm saying American Girl, but I was actually thinking of Last Dance with Mary Jane. Last Dance with Mary Jane. 93. Okay. Alright. Maybe they remember Jerry Maguire. I never saw Jerry Maguire, so that, I take it, was in that movie. And I'm off center. Need to move this camera. Like there. Now I need to... What the... How does framing work? What's that? That feels better. Okay. Will this? Uh-oh. What did I just do? Alright, you guys are still there. We need to plan a movie night. There's a lot of movies I'm sure I need to watch before the Jerry Maguire. Probably. Guide me. Do you have specific questions that need guidance? I'm primarily talking about YouTube and live streaming and making money on the internet, stuff like that. So if you have questions about that, let me know. But beyond that, I don't know if I have insight. Alright, I need to look at this video.
And musicians who let them. You are storytellers.
Why?
How dare you not tell stories?
I'm confused at what is happening right here in this video. I know the quote. I've seen that scene, so then that's all I need to see? Well, I've seen it. It's so weird how I would hear those songs on the radio in the 80s and 90s, and I thought as a kid those songs came out as 70s. High on Supply, what? We're talking about the Jerry Maguire scene and stuff like that. Hey, we hit 13. 13 congruent viewers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Trying to get up to 100. That is what YouNow has told me is my next milestone. So there we go. Uh-oh. I did something and now my chat room scrolled all the way to the middle? Wait. Are you the same person that was here earlier that asked what? Oh no, that was what was the meaning of life. What's the most important thing in life? Thank you, Mickey. The most important thing in life is not to question it that much. Set your own goals and then strive to set bigger ones. And, you know, be cool to other people. Which is rough sometimes, I'm sure. Wusit's first time on YouNow. Welcome. Thank you for honoring us with your first time here. Try and take it easy on you. I'm cool to everyone, bro. Very cool, High on Supply. Good to hear it. How's your day going? What are you up to today? Where are you at? We're hanging out. I'm doing some video editing on a YouTube video. You know what? I'm gonna put a pair of earbuds in. Stay positive, and as usually, stay strong with everything. See you, Molly. Take care. I'm glad you spent some time with us today. I have bars, so I'll give you more likes because you're the only one I watch on here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And where is my earbuds? I don't have them in this thing. FemGeek 400 likes! Which will make you the #1 fan for pretty much forever, probably. Alright, I have no idea where my earbuds went. What is that? I'm just randomly reaching into my bag. Or I guess I won't be doing that part. Alright. So, my quick question. Let's get back out of this screen. Did these get flipped? Is this the... That's... Okay, these did get flipped. This needs to go here. This needs to go there. So what does this one look like? Okay. Yeah, so if anyone has any questions about YouTube or live streaming or making money on either, let me know, because that's what I'm working on right now. All of those things. Otherwise, we're just hanging and chilling and chitting and chatting. I'm currently slowly working on this video for today that I will be putting up on YouTube as soon as it wants to be nice, play fair and such. Ha, wait. This may have actually friggin' worked. Okay, so the one thing with this that I need to do is see if I can set a start mark on when those overlays happen, and then we're good. So it does look like I can, but I have to. It has to load. Now, I hate to make you guys listen without being able to see a video, but I may do that for a minute. Literally, it'll be a minute to 2 minutes. Everyone got quiet. Did Molly take off? Or is she still with us? Yeah, no, she's still there. All the other people took off. Pine Supply still with us. James DC, Saga still hanging out. And the Fem Geek. Oh yeah, so the 3 goals, according to YouNow, that I need to achieve: 100 concurrent viewers, which is about 10 times as many as I've been able to hit today. So 100 people at one time viewing. 30 shares, so please, if you haven't shared this video or live stream, please do, if you don't mind. Doesn't hurt. And what was the other thing? Oh, I have to get like 1,000 followers, which is actually only 260 additional followers from what I have, roughly. So if you're not already following me, follow me. I will be streaming pretty much every day, except weekends maybe. I also stream on Twitch and Facebook. I'll be doing a stream Thursday on Twitch, where I'll be baking a bacon wrap date pizza. So look for that, twitch.tv/slamproof. I know some of you have been around here. I've already promoted all these things, but for those who haven't, there you go. Oh, hang on. At some point, no, it's only 1 o'clock. That guy couldn't be here yet. In about 2 hours, one of the guys from Time Warner is going to be showing up to take a look at our modem, because it's not hitting the speeds it's promised to be hitting. So I may end up going offline for that period of time, but that's 2 hours from now at least. They say 3 to 4 is when he'll show up, so you know it's going to be 7 p.m. You're still a YouNow noob. You know, I hadn't been on YouNow in so long that I was like, they had changed a lot of stuff. So in a way, I feel like that constantly. If you have questions about YouNow, feel free to ask, and I will attempt to answer them as best possible. But I, just brought back my presence like 4 days ago, so it might be longer than that. I don't know. I don't even know why I decided to do YouNow. I've been doing like Facebook every day for like a while, like a month. And occasionally, and then like going on to Twitch after that, and I think I just happened to see the app on my phone, and I was like, huh, should I get rid of that app, or should I just try this? You buy bars. I don't know if there's a free way to get bars, but yeah, if you go to, you click on the top right on your profile image, like a pop-up or a drop-down shows up. I am featured in board! Let's see if we can't get more than 15 congruent viewers now. Thanks, YouNow aggregate system. So yeah, hover over your profile image, click get bars, buy bars. You don't have to buy bars just to give to me. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna avoid clicking on all those things that will take me out of here. But hey, I should have got a screenshot of the you are featured thing. Although I guess I can get a screenshot of I'm number 1. I'm number 1! Let's do this. That's nice. And also, you can make memories or highlights by clicking. I must have had bars from my last logon a while ago. Right? Yeah. They may have done a promotion to give them away. I feel like, do I have bars? No, I don't. I have a shit ton of whatever those are. Coins? I don't know what those do. I don't think those do anything. But I think I did. I think there was a promotion a while back where they gave out some bars. I'm not sure if you get them when you buy merch as well. Alright. Is YouNow... Yeah, I think the coins are just like loyalty points. Like, this is how long you've been watching other people do stuff or have been live streaming. Right. That's not letting me edit that, so we're going to do this. I'm going to go over to this. And, yeah, okay. Let's just finish that. Oh, you know what? I want to get rid of this one image that I did put in just to see if it would do stuff, because I don't need that there. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Save. We'll render this. That's going to be it. We're just going to hope it's good. Because it's after 1. I want to get that video up. My to-do list. Yeah, said I was going to put that up at like noon. So it just simply is what it is. I'm going to export today's On This Day in History and upload that to YouTube as we speak. And hopefully it's good, because I haven't really done any kind of vetting on it. We'll see. But it is what it is. It gives me a better sense of what I'm going to do tomorrow, which is not record 7 minutes of vlogging. Clearly the YouNow, or not the YouNow, the Showbox system does not work well on longer clips. So I'm going to try and be more succinct, but really, because of what today's video was, it made sense to carry on just a bit longer. But yeah, I think a little more planning in these will be involved. It's fine. I mean, I think part of it is my computer and my internet connection, which is being split between YouNow and this online browser. But since I fully expect this video to get 60 views, I don't really see the need to give it quite the level of attention and focus as maybe I would have 12 years ago or something. Or 11 years ago. Alright. I've seen a couple YouTubers make 20 to 30 minute videos, and they say it takes about an hour to render. Yeah. And that sounds like they're doing a 720 video, because if it was 1080, I think it would take longer, unless they have really solid machines. And God forbid they try and do a 4K. That would take forever. Yeah, I mean, rendering is basically the primary reason I've started doing so many videos in Showbox, because it's just like, I can't just leave my computer doing that for 30 minutes. Because aside from the fact that I just want to be able to use it and do stuff, if I just have a computer left out, and like doing stuff, hello Lynn, welcome back. My kids see that computer open, they will come over and smash that keyboard. So like now I have to make specific plans of like when I can do stuff. You know, that would be terrible. But right now I'm in the safe zone, obviously. Lynn, we're just hanging out. We're talking about things like YouTube and live streaming. I'm editing a video right now, or rendering a video right now that I'm going to upload to YouTube, part of my On This Day in History series. And that's about it. We'll talk about whatever we want to talk about. What? Trash truck? It's Tuesday. What are you doing? Apparently, collecting trash. I see how it is. Anyway, how's your day going? That seemed aggressive. I'm sorry. I apologize. How's your day going? Huh? What? You having a good day? Great. That's fantastic. I'm glad. Good to hear. Yeah. It's really nice. As always, I'm here to entertain myself, and feel free to be along for the ride. No worries, I'm good. The weather is good. Cool. Where are you at? The weather here is like effing perfect. I'm in Los Angeles, and it's like I don't know. It's like just a bit cloudy, which you don't get in Los Angeles. It's always like blue. Yeah, you're West Coast also. It's like blue skies everywhere, but there's just enough clouds to like keep it a little chilly. I friggin' love it. Thank you, Holly T. How's your day going? I wonder if there's gonna be any upcoming YouTube gatherings. I have not, aside from VidCon and Playlist Live, I don't hear about YouTube gatherings ever, if that kind of thing even exists anymore. Like on the scale that we used to do 10 years ago. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. I was thinking about trying to organize non-con again this last VidCon, but that never happened because I ended up getting a very time-consuming job. But maybe if I start thinking about it further in advance, like putting the word out, yeah, I could do that. I take a quick look over at the YouTube. Not that I'm ignoring my YouNow fan base. I just don't want to miss someone over there. Okay, no, nothing good. Great, God. I was kind of hoping the school would keep playing more music. Oh, there's a lot of guys and gals hanging in the chat, just hiding. FemGeek at the top, of course. The Samix, Coco Chocho, Chaco, Coco Chaco, yeah. Azaga, Della, George, Lynn, Molly, Mom, and Ion Supply. Somebody just dropped out. Welcome, hang out, have a day. Glad to see you. That video is still rendering. Oh, it stopped. All right, let's do this. We're gonna do it. I am pushing it. Go to the share page, and now we're gonna spend 20 to 30 minutes creating a description and tags and overthinking everything about it. Yeah. All right. Share to YouTube. That's another nice thing about this the Showbox thing, is that it will do, it will do the sharing for you. You don't have to download anything. It connects to your YouTube account. You just click your name, your channel name, and it shares via the cloud. So there's no upload time. It's all done in the cloud, which is pretty quick, actually. Publishing to YouTube right now. Whereas, a video of this nature might take 15 to 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how my internet wants to be that day. Actually, this is some medium-sized video. It'll probably be a little on the shorter side. But yeah, there. It's done. We go over to YouTube now. And now it's processing. The YouTube element will do the processing for a while. But now I can edit all of these details. This is my one, I'm sure I've already had my one complaints about Showbox already, but my one other complaint is that you can't sort of preset a lot, like these things. Like, it'll let you do a title and description, but it is limited in its character space, whereas YouTube will give you something like 5,000 characters for a description. Showbox gives you like 140. And you're like, oh, that's a title. Like, a YouTube title is 100 characters. And I think the Showbox title is probably like 20. So there are some things that it's like, that's not ideal. There's a better way to have done that. But it is what it is. Let's do it. Okay. All right. So here we go. Drop in my tags, which I'm going to need to make just a generic list of tags. How are you? I am good. I'm doing great. I am trying to get this video done and up. How are you doing, Argos? Welcome to the chat. I guess I should put Tom Petty in the description. All right. Well, good to hear it. I'm glad. Who are you? What am I watching? Hey, I'm Sam Proof, which I almost wrote in my tags. Unnecessary, actually. Not completely unnecessary. I am an old-time YouTuber and live streamer. I've been doing both since about 2006. Today, we're talking about live streaming. We're talking about YouTube. I am actively been editing a video while we stream today. Not that you can see that part because I'm just, on the simple connection here. But now I'm uploading my On This Day in History video for October 3rd, which is today, to my YouTube, and I'm going to go over my description and my keywords and things like that. I'm also been talking about my process for how I approach brands to get sponsorships and things like that, which is probably the next thing coming up. Like, I kind of did a brief. We looked at some of the sites. If you go to FameBit, that's one of the sites I primarily use, and it's the one I get most of my brand deals from. But once I'm done this video, I'm going to dive more into the brand integration side of things. And we're just chilling and chatting and drinking coffee, mostly. The primary thing here is chilling and chatting and drinking coffee. Let's not kid ourselves. We don't really want to make money online. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm is a beast that you must compete against, or with, or fight. FemGeek, unfortunately, I have to leave. My workday is over, and I have an hour drive. That sucks. We'll try to catch you next time and other videos. Thank you. Look for the video tonight on YouTube when you get home if you can, and I will be back on YouTube YouNow streaming tomorrow, roughly the same time. There is a chance I'll be streaming later tonight on Twitch. But thank you for joining me again, and I will pass your message on to Amanda. Peace out. Have a safe drive. Try not to road rage on any of those people. Those people. Argos, do you also do the YouTube, or a YouTube maker? Will do. Have a great one. Check out Twitch too. Bye. All right. Thank you. Alright, also in this video, do I have my spreadsheet open? So for these videos, because they're so easily compartmentalized, I actually have a spreadsheet. Each tab is a different month, and then within the spreadsheet I have every day of the month, and then I have sort of my, what date it's going to be, the brief title, a short description, and different celebrities that are mentioned, so I can grab those easily as my keywords, which is awesome. Not that that's going to be a lot, but FYI, some of the birthdays today: Nev Campbell from Party of Five, Tommy Wiseau from The Room, and Gwen Stefani from Gwen Stefani Does Stuff. It's funny. After watching you last, I got suspended briefly? Why? That's super random. I assure you, I did nothing. Huh. Yeah, I hope it was a glitch, and it does not happen again. Show of hands, who here is actively a creator on YouTube? Putting up videos at least once a month. Let's see if I can get some of these things in. Oh, dang it. Back. It's over fast. So the okay. Right. No one else here actively makes YouTube videos. Used to, but with me working heavily now, I kind of can't. Yeah, I know, Molly. I understand. Trust me. Only because I'm in between jobs that I've been able to actively concentrate on doing this. Thankfully, I know I have a brief thing coming up. It's not a full-time, but I'll be filling in for someone for a week, which is nice. It gives me a little buffer, so I'm not in panic mode. All right. Let's see. I need to find another video of my own to grab some generic parts of my own description to pad this a little bit. Oh no, I've dropped down to second, or technically I went back up to second because I dropped down to third. When did I stop being the first? All right. Let's grab this. How long is the process from creating a video to the finished product? It really depends on the video. Like I'll do, we do sketch comedy videos in my group, and I mean, like if you want to just talk long-term duration, I can't collapse all the man hours that actually were spent, but like for the sketch video, we shot everything. That was probably 5 hours, 6 hours, and then you know, the editor and the composer did their thing. We had a friend do some like CG work, and like then we did a reshoot to get some B-roll and blah blah blah. And it took over a month to like do all of the stuff before we had like the first cut. And we looked at the first cut and we made some, you know, decisions, and then like another week or two later we had the final version. And even at that point we were like, we still want to do things, but I was like, you know what, we just got to go with it. It was a Game of Thrones video, and like the last episode had already aired, and I was like, we just have to put this up. It has to go up. You know, so it was like 2 days later I think we got it up or something like that. So like, yeah, that's really long. But like this video I'm doing today, ultimately is maybe 3 hours of complete man time. Maybe it was a little more, but it's roughly in that span of like 3 to 5 hours. Because I kind of broke it up. I saw it last night finally. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. You know, there's a lot of stuff we wish we could have done, but again, we were like already past the deadline that we had set, and I was like, guys. So hopefully, when Game of Thrones comes back, I can just push it at that point. Maybe even just re-upload it. But yeah, these On This Day in History videos, I can like pump out really quick because it's like, there's not a lot of like complex editing. It's one camera angle. It's like one quick vlog style thing. The rest of it's all just assets I can grab from online, and it's very formatted. I'm using this, you know, the Showbox system, which is really kind of hyper focuses how you have to do the video. It doesn't give you a lot of guesswork. You're not like, well, what if I add all these effects? You can't. You're not going to do that. You can't decide on a million crazy different possible transitions or anything. You know, so like there's a vast difference, which is kind of why I'm doing a lot of these On This Day in History videos right now, so I can pump out a video maybe every day. I'm sure I'm going to miss, like if I don't do the weekends, fine by me. But we'll see. Maybe I can do those in time. It would be awesome if I could put at least a video out a day. I'm fine if I can do 3 a week right now, because I'm kind of getting back into my habits. You know, so I got the daily video out, and then maybe later, you know, we start doing better stuff on top of that. If you do re-upload an old video, does YouTube monetize from that? Yeah. I saw from another YouTuber who uploaded a previous video and just wondered. The only issue I could see If you're taking a video that is your video and re-uploading it to your channel, the only issue that I could foresee happening, as long as all your copyrights are fine, is if you yourself have used one of these systems that that scans for other people uploading your videos, and you accidentally end up flagging yourself through this automated bot. That's the only time that should be an issue. Are you ZDeck? Right now we're talking about I do YouTube videos, but if you're asking on a professional basis, I am a technical director. I work on the broadcast side of big production live streams and television shows, doing other things like that. I'm going to be jumping on a show you might have heard of called Dish Nation to fill in for a week for their tech manager. I'm not going to talk about my money. Oh, I'm back to being featured on the board. Great. Wait, I want to get the full. Great. I don't make enough money on YouTube, if that's what you want to know. It's not like I am paying my bills. Clearly, I'm still taking real jobs. What's up, Flora? How you doing today? So interesting. I don't know if that's very interesting, but I used to work on Dish Nation. I've probably worked at Dish Nation 4 years total. Charlie! I started like as a logger, doing typey. And then I moved up from that to, what was my official title? Media Content Coordinator. So I was the guy that was cutting all the promos, and like whenever you saw television clips, I was the one that was downloading the DVR and converting those and stuff like that. And now I'm going to be filling in for the tech manager, so if you've seen Dish Nation, you know that we have radio hosts in different cities. And they're actually in different cities. They're Los Angeles, Atlanta, and we used to do, what was it, Houston and Seattle at one point. And they're all sending feeds in, and the tech manager is the guy that kind of collects all the feeds and like live records all those to send to our editors and stuff like that. Flora? Great, I'm good. I'm glad you're good. Are you ZDeck? YouTube, all niches are occupied. Yes, it is. It is an oversaturated platform. I've been on there 11 years, and it has not gotten any easier at all. Like I had my heyday, and I'm fighting to come back a little bit, but it is definitely a hard battle. It is very hard to do the money on YouTube, as you say. It is not impossible. Even at the level that I'm at, which is 14,000 subscribers, and I only get like a couple hundred views if I'm lucky, it is still possible to make money on YouTube from external sources other than Google's AdSense. I do occasionally get brand deals. More often than not, I get free stuff, which is fine by me sometimes. Guys, if you like pens, check out... No, I'm just kidding. Only if you're genius of creating brand new content. I mean, that's not even true. There's a little bit of that, and there's a lot of luck. I also love pens for reals. This is not my favorite pen. My wife and I, this is one of the worst things ever, is like we have the same favorite pen, and she always takes my pens. I can never find them. But Pilot, this is these guys owe me money now. Pilot G2 gel pen. That's my guy. This is an 07. I think she prefers the slightly thinner ones. I'm fine with the 07. Yeah, this is all right. I think the 05 is actually the one I like the most. But anyway, that was way too pen nerdy for me. They do rock. They're seriously the best pens, and we hit 18 concurrent viewers. Thank you. That is a milestone for today. Yeah, they're seriously, like, they just got the nice grip. and the ink comes out perfectly. I don't know. And it's good. I like pens with medium ink. I have bubble writing. Right on. Okay, let me drop down here. Oh, wait. No. Oh, we have blue and black at work. I am a blue ink person. What are you guys? Blue ink or black ink? What's your favorite? Just as a weird inner poll. How many languages do you know? I know a lot of languages. I can speak about 1.5. Like German, that's a language I know of. Yeah, I can speak a little Spanish. And if I really wanted to, I could probably say about 3 things in German. Hey, Siri! What? Siri just activated. God damn it.
Sorry, Dragon.
Cancel.
There's nothing to repeat.
No, cancel yourself. You suck. Don't make me do that again. I'm going to just call you Hey from now on. I didn't know that was an active feature on my phone right now. I just upgraded my OS, and apparently it turned that back on. Damn it. Thank you for that. Might like Penn Island. Blue and black are hard choices. It's okay, Hey. I almost said it again. Ugh. Politics nowadays is absolutely the worst thing since the 80s. Like, I lived through the Bush-Reagan administrations, and I honestly didn't think it could get worse than that. And man, it is the most polarizing, horrible time in American political history since, like, the Civil War. It's just, like, so outlandishly horrible that I can't even talk about it. It's seriously, I agree. Number one, Duck. My thoughts on how it happened? I honestly, it felt so out of left field. You know, and I'll admit that I've been living in a bubble in California and Los Angeles for the last 17 years. That I kind of forgot how aggro the other side can get. Like, I come from Pennsylvania, which on the surface, when you think Philadelphia, city of brotherly love, you can probably think very liberal town. It is not. I left Pennsylvania because it is often in the middle, but very much on the other side of my beliefs. And I was like, you know, and I remember going back, like, I don't know, early on when I had moved out, like maybe 3 years after I'd moved out into California, and I went back and I went to visit like a friend of mine down at one of the art schools, and like some frat dudes were there and were just giving him shit for the way he looked, and I was like, yep, this is why I left Pennsylvania. It's so sad and scary nowadays, especially when it comes to traveling. Yeah, for sure. I have no interest in traveling right now. I am from the Great Lakes, but live in Cali, and the red states have been and are very red. Yes. My wife is from Michigan, and so we go back there pretty often, every year or two. I enjoy going to Michigan. It's right around Ann Arbor, Ipsy that we typically go to, but we go, son of, oh my God, Michael! How you been, man? It's been forever. Welcome, and I'm glad to see you here. You used to live in Michigan? What part? So yeah, I would do the hand thing, but I would just be guessing. But yeah, so her main family lives in Ann Arbor and Ipsy, that area, and downriver. Okay. And then she has, you know, cousins and relatives and grandparents in like Pigeon and like Baddocks and whatever's near Baddocks that we go. Where is that? I don't know, but all over. So we basically drive all over that state. And it's a fantastic state, aside from the leadership that it has there. It is surprisingly mismanaged, hence the Flint, Michigan crisis. Yeah, Michigan, man, if they got some decent people to, like, it seems to me that there is a missed opportunity for a major corporation to, like, come into Michigan or Detroit and, like, set up, you know, and when I say major, you know, corporation, like something in the entertainment world kind of thing. Well, they straight out got rid of all those film incentives, which is a mistake. They should bring those back. But, like, you could move, like, a major studio kind of thing for so cheap into, like, any part of Michigan or Detroit or whatnot, and, you know, revitalize that community so easily and create a workforce and, like, I don't know, just take over. It seems like crazy to me that nobody's really doing that. Emily Winchester, welcome to your first time on YouNow, and thank you for picking the Sam-proof brand of cola. Do you guys see those alerts that say, like, it's this person's first time at all? Thank you for becoming a fan. Fantastic. Fantastic. I apologize for puns. Also, make it safer, too. Well, yes, if you bring a business and offer people jobs and money, they're going to take those jobs and money, and they're going to be happy to be working, and it's going to, in turn, make it safer. I once got threatened to get put in a, I believe that's concentration camp is what you mean, by my teacher from Michigan? What? Oy. Oh, conversion camp? Oh, is that the, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Oh, well, that's just as bad. Yeah, Michigan, again, like Pennsylvania, they're very similar in their culture in a lot of ways, like Michigan and Pennsylvania, which is probably why my wife and I found each other out here. You know, there are pockets of, like, awesome liberal, which is not accurate, communities. And there's even spillover. It's so weird. Like, one of Amanda's best friends in Michigan is, like, she went through a punk phase, was very hippy-dippy. She's got, like, you know, all of those sort of, like, yeah, climate change, let's recycle and save the world, and is, like, such a hardcore Republican that she voted for Trump because of his stance, literally because of one issue, and that is the pro-choice issue and his, you know, his side of it. And, like, you know, she's literally the person that was like, oh, Hillary and Trump, it's either way, it's, you know, how bad could it get? This bad. And this is only 9 months in, so, you know. But anyway, this is taking a very left field tangent from talking about YouTube and live streaming and stuff, and that's fine. I am willing to talk about everything and anything. I'm going to continue right now working on this YouTube video for a second, just to try and get this prepared. All countries and that, and it's 1, so let's set this for launch at, I'm going to say 2:30, just so I have at least 40 minutes to kind of tweak this. It's a good tweet for this. I can't wait for the day when a third party can do debates. Yeah, me too. I mean, I always lean toward a lot of third-party stuff, and I think our two-party system and the way it works is the problem, the overwhelming problem. It is, you know, the main reason that Democrats have to be liberals and Republicans have to be gun-owning, you know, pro-life white supremacists. What's up, Dare Queen? Welcome to YouNow, apparently for the first time, and thank you for checking out my channel. I appreciate you dropping in. It's like that thing where it's like that makes those sides so much more like heightened of what they really should be. I was really rooting for Bernie, as was I, and he didn't get in. I know. Ted Cruz is putting cyanide in our water. He would need so much cyanide. And, I don't know, so many of us are already putting cyanide in our lungs from smoking. So that's a weird tangent. All other parties are not spotlighted so much. Yeah. No. I really think changing that two-party system is an integral part of it. What if I just walked into, well, we were talking about YouTube videos and making money on YouTube and live streaming and all that, and then somehow this got political. Feel free to turn this conversation away from this if you want to. What's going on? I love anime. How's it going? Whoa, an onslaught of viewers. 6 new viewers have joined at once, giving us a milestone of 90, which would be amazing. But no, 29, now down to 25, which is a new milestone for day 29. According to YouNow, I am trying to hit a milestone of 100. Seems impossible. How about music stuff? You gonna try to make me cry? Because we're instantly going to talk about the passing of Tom Petty. Alright, I'm sorry. Sorry, that was in bad taste, but it is what today's video on YouTube is primarily about, which I am slowly getting out there. Need to figure out a good tweet. Alright, let's do watch. New video. I'm just doing the tweet element of this. It'll almost be done. Use Mike. But Teddy is putting potassium sign. Oh, thank you for the clarification. Look at that. Oh, no. But a lot of songs have been stuck in my head today. Random stuff. Like what? Anyone here watch any anime? If so, what is your favorite? Oh, Husker Du? Dude, Molly, that's awesome. What is your favorite Husker Du song? And now Statues is in my head. I love anime. I don't often watch anime, so I'm way behind in the current flood of anime. But I really love Akira, and like old school Robotech and Star Blazers. That's how old I am. Shut it. But really, if you like anime, go back in time and watch Star Blazers, or find it on YouTube, I suppose. I suppose? Holy pluck. What? Yeah, let's talk about Husker Du. Which, by the way, Grant Hart just... Wait, was it Grant Hart? Yeah, like a month ago, Grant Hart died. I think it was Grant Hart. Did I meet you in Iron Mouse? Me? 44. I usually don't admit that, but I feel like we've come to know each other. Oh, Makes No Sense at All. That's a good song, too. Sorry Somehow is probably one of my favorite Husker Du songs. One of my favorite songs of all. You turn that age next Tuesday. Happy birthday in advance, Lynn. Iron Mouse. I heard about that and thought of you. Right on. I missed the thing from Limps. The best anime is the one where Ted Cruz was a human. I almost said a hurricane, which is accurate. Why are we all still bashing Ted Cruz? Is he relevant still? I mean, I guess, but not as relevant. Yeah, I love Sorry Somehow. That is like a very emotionally powerful song. I'm so sad that those guys are all going away. He's the Shadow Master. Oh, thank you for becoming a fan. I love anime. XD, which is a smiley face. I know. All right. Comic. I'm just doing a little description typing in my YouTube video. This video, that's one of the most iconic musicians. American. Alright. I think this is good to go. The only thing I really need to do is more keyword tags and maybe some sort of thumbnail, but let's see. Use your profile picture, your favorite anime. He will always be relevant, Emily Winchester. Alright. Fair enough. Maybe. Because the Shadow Master will always be relevant. Molly, I still can't believe no one out there has heard of Husker Du at all. It makes no sense at all. Yeah, they don't really get their due. I mean, they were always on the fringes, you know? It's like, even back in the day when Husker Du was really in their heyday, they were still a very unheard of band. But, Husker Du was one of the early punk speed metal bands. They were probably the fastest. You know, they were the Ramones on Hyperdrive, and they were fantastic. And they released a ton of music and on a lot of drugs, and they did some amazing things. They inspired a lot of other bands, and they never really get credit. Bob Mould, who was the front man later on in like the 80s, early 80s, created a band called Sugar, which was slightly more radio, it was radio friendly and it got a lot more radio play, but barely. So yeah, Bob Mould and Sugar is probably... What was that one song that got the single out? Copper Blue? Crap, I can't think. I was trying to find any albums of theirs out here, and there's none. No. Even online, it's kind of hard to find. Yeah, I was really sad when Bob Mould passed away as well, which was many, many years ago. But yes, if you're a fan of punk music, look up Husker Du. Have you read Slaughterhouse-Five a long, long time ago? I love Kurt Vonnegut, so yeah, I've read a lot of that stuff. Am I going to say Cat's Cradle's my favorite? Breakfast of Champions is pretty good. It's been a long time since I've read any Vonnegut. But, yeah. I've never read any H.P. Lovecraft. But I do appreciate the mythos that he created and everything around there, and how it constantly keeps at least one Cthulhu project on Kickstarter. I think that's awesome. What time is it? 2 o'clock. So in about an hour, the Time Warner Tech might be here. So we got about an hour to keep this going. Let's go back. That's saved, right? So in a half an hour, this video will launch. Half an hour, guys. Go to youtube.com/samproof. For today's On This Day in History, Lovecraft is the best. What's your favorite old one? Wait. I'm going to let that play out. Oh, thank you for following me on YouTube. I love anime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Limp's trying to get through some of his books, but English is my third language, so it takes a while. Wow. They don't have, of Kurt Vonnegut's or H.P. Lovecraft, they don't have translations of Lovecraft? Oh, and following me on Twitter, thank you. You should earn points. 3 points to I Love Anime. I'll just write that down. I love anime. XD. 1, 2, 3. 3 points. There you go. Right there. Arbitrary points, but congratulations. You are now the leader for today's points. Although I probably should give the Femme Geek like 1,000 points for all the bars she dropped. They do have translation, but like, yeah, okay. Sure, that makes sense. Well, then good on you for pushing yourself to read it in the original text. This all looks good. Letting that go. Bob put out an album last year? Bob Mould put out an album last year? How is that even possible? His estate put out an album? That's interesting. Is it are there unreleased tracks on it? Like actual songs that have never been heard before, or just like unique? Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. That's fantastic. I'm interested. I'd be more interested if there were unreleased Husker Du tracks. I'll be honest, but still, that's good. Also, what was Grant Hart did like an offshoot band himself from like the Seattle days. What was that band called? Like when all the, when Nirvana and Screaming Trees and all that stuff was going on. Sepultura. Patch in the Sky is the name of the album. Andre, thank you for becoming a fan. I appreciate it. This is the most fans I've gotten in a day in a long time. You guys are rocking it. Because according to YouNow, my next milestone is I need to get 1,000, which is like 260 more people. How have you word English now? Me? No. Have you heard A Crow Looked at Me by Mount Erie? No, I have not, and thank you for becoming a fan. Limps to P. What is Have You Heard A Crow Looked at Me by Mount Erie? I guess it's just A Crow Looked at Me by Mount Erie. Is that a song? No, I have not. Alright. Bob Mould. Patch in the Sky. I'm going to look that up. If you find it, like online somewhere, Molly, let me know. I'm clearly not going to buy it anytime soon, because money is tight. Alright, no problem, dude. I just stumbled on here. You mentioned Husker Du, and I'm still here. Nice! There you go, Molly. Someone else who recognizes Husker Du. That's fantastic. It's an album about some dude's wife dying. It's really emotional. Jesus, yeah, that sounds it. I'm not sure I'm going to jump on looking that up just now. I don't need that. I mean, I already went on the roller coaster of everything that happened with Tom Petty, so I think I need a break from emotional things for a little bit there. He is talking about Mount Erie. Gee, Andre is like our musical catalog here. He knows everything. Thought I would lighten the mood. Yeah, it's nice. Later we're gonna play Cat's Cradle and In the Air Tonight. All right. It's good stuff. Good stuff, guys. I appreciate all of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. By the way, for those of you who were not here earlier, I also live stream on Facebook and Twitch Thursday on Twitch in whatever 2 hours from now is for you. It's 4 o'clock for me, because it's 2 now. On Thursday, I will be live streaming on Twitch, and I will be making my wife, by hand, a bacon wrap date pizza and live streaming the whole process. So head over to twitch.tv/samproof. You'll see the event for that, and you can put a reminder on it or just leave that tab open for 2 days. That's fine, right? Yeah, it's one of my favorite pizzas to make, and especially to eat, because it's that salty, sweet. I mean, if you've ever had a bacon wrap date, it's that, but on a pizza. It's not quite as simple as that. We're not going to be doing a red sauce. I'll be making a white sauce. Technically, it's... What is that called when you're like blending cold products together to make a sauce? I never went to culinary school, so I don't know all the fancy terms, but I know how to do the fancy things. But also, I'll be live streaming on YouNow every day, morning to early afternoon. So Monday through Friday, catch me here. Most of you have already all fanned me. My favorite pizza, I'm going to say this probably changes weekly. There is a pizza place in Larchmont Village, California, Los Angeles, called Village Pizza that makes a clam and garlic pizza, and it is fantastic. If you had said to me 20 years ago, Sam, go try a clam and garlic pizza, I would have been like, you shut your mouth and go away. But then when I came out here, Village had opened a location in Hollywood where I was living, and I could walk down there all the damn time. And so I literally was there every 3 days, and I essentially went through their entire menu of toppings, and finally it came down to, like, you know, the pesto pizza, which I was like, I don't really know that I know what pesto tastes like, because that was a long time ago. And the clam and garlic, and I was like, I mean, I like garlic, so, and I like clams, so I guess. And I mean, I've had them both at this point, and they're both fantastic. But that clam and garlic pizza is like just buttery and good, and the clams are fantastic. And then I've done that on my own, and we get the clams from Trader Joe's. Perfect. They're so good. They're better because they're like, the ones at Village Pizza, no offense to them, can be a little on the chewier side occasionally. The ones from Trader Joe's are like that perfect sort of creamy clamminess. So, it's fantastic. I had a white pizza, too much garlic for my liking. Did you have toppings on it, or was it just ricotta and the white and all that? And the white pizza, it's rough. Like, I like white pizza. We used to make that, so I learned how to make pizza from working in a pizzeria when I was like 20. And yeah, we would make a white pizza. And honestly, I'm sure if I went back and ate that white pizza right now, I would be like, this is trash. Because like most pizzerias, hey, it's I love your twos. First time on YouNow. Thank you for coming here to our pizza talk. I'm glad we moved from politics to pizza. Such a better P. Okay, but yeah, like it was one of those things. It's just like ricotta, mozzarella, and powdered garlic, and I'm like, that's just garbage. So yeah, you put some real garlic on that, it's gonna be a whole different thing. I haven't really made just a white pizza. Like I do a white sauce, which is not ricotta at all. It's a different thing. What is your favorite Trader Joe's product ever? Can we categorize it? Favorite Trader Joe's product ever. I'm gonna say it's the Stockyard beer, which is not a statement I feel I necessarily want to have made out loud, but it is a pretty good beer. Although that's not my favorite beer ever, so anything organic at this point. I don't know, what is my favorite normal-ish item? I don't know if there's anything at Trader Joe's that I get super excited about. You know, I like a good majority of the products. There are a few things that I will never buy again. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything where I'm like, I'm gonna go make gunpowder with my urine. Oh, okay, well, bang on then. Awkward. I'm trying to think if there's anything that like. Oh, you know what it is? I'll tell you. My favorite, all-time favorite Trader Joe's product is the chocolate covered the peanut butter cups, and the chocolate covered pretzels too. Pretty good. But the peanut butter cups, yeah, those are fucking fantastic because they're like little, so you get like a better ratio of peanut butter to chocolate as compared to the national brand that makes the big ones. What is yours, Lynn, who has asked the question? Chili mangoes or flattened bananas? Is that like the long strips of banana? We get the banana chips and the plantain chips because my kids love those. Hey, 30! We hit a new milestone! Yeah, 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 yeah! Pow, pow, pow! Gotcha. I never noticed those until like last time I was at Trader Joe's, but they kind of hide them under where all the like fruit bars are. They're like, you know, like fruit leather and all that stuff. Like they're kind of in that area. Oh no, wait. Yeah, I think somewhere around there. All right, Emily. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully you'll be back in the future, and/or on Twitch. Now, what is your least favorite thing from Trader Joe's? So I'll tell you two things. The can of clam chowder, I will never eat again. That was terrible. It was the worst thing I ever had in my life. That was called clam chowder, at least. And the second thing, and this drives me nuts because I have to buy this product. The packaging, and it's strictly the packaging because the product is fine. For like the frozen chicken tenders and the rice, it is the worst bag ever, and I hate it. In fact, most of the times they make bags, they're terrible. Like the Ziploc bags, they're terrible. But those particular ones, because they're like, I guess the intention is that they stand up and you can like get a scoop in there. You can't. They're too small to do that. Don't fool yourself, Trader Joe's. You need to pour that, and that bag will not let you do it. Hate that thing. Thank you, Max. Thank you for thumb-upping my rage. Who dis? New life. There's shrimp tacos. The shrimp doesn't look like shrimp and it's too spicy. Yeah. I don't know that we've ever had that because we just make our own tacos. Lucky's. Right on. Dying to live. Diss me. Yeah, diss Sam. I'm Sam Proof. I am a longtime YouTuber and live streamer. Oh, hey, and speaking of YouTube, Jimmy Hens in the YouTube says, worst clam chowder surprise is getting broken shell in your chowder. That would be terrible. I don't think I ever had that. I don't know if I'm a legend. Legend feels like it implies you've died. But I'm somewhere between F-list and, like, nobody. Is that accurate? I've been on a television show. I've several million views on YouTube. So I'm not no one, but I'm not egotistical enough to be like, I can't believe you've never heard of me. Do you know who I am? I'm Sam Proof. I do things on the YouTube. I was on the Tim and Eric show. I don't care. What do you do on YouTube? Mostly shit like this. I do sketch comedy. I do weird news. Right now, I'm kind of going back into, as famous as Corey Feldman and more alive. I agree to that statement completely, my friend. And better for you, because I don't play that keyboard quite the same way. What was the question? Oh, what do I do on YouTube? Yeah, we do occasional sketch comedy videos, weird news videos. I used to do a lot more vlogging, and I'm kind of mixing that back in to my YouTube. For the first time today, I will be launching a daily series of videos on YouTube called On This Day in History, in which I give you a sort of very BuzzFeedy, like, oh, flashy, these are things that happened in history, celebrity birthdays and weddings, divorces, historical events, cats, and then I kind of wrap it up with a little vlog action. So we'll see how that goes. This is my cat, Inara, who's meowing like she has killed another mouse and hidden it somewhere in the house for me to find. Good job, killer. But yeah, I've been doing YouTube videos since 2006, and live streaming since 2005, but on a service that no longer exists. Yeah, we've unofficially adopted a second cat, a second kitten specifically. Cats are tight. So was drag racing in the alley behind my house. I was very fast. Do you support 420? I support but do not partake. I have no problem with that element of people doing things along those lines, if that is what you're asking. Dying to live. I'm curious about your name. Is that just a little dark tongue-in-cheek thing, or are you actually fighting like a medical condition currently? Not to make light of anything. That is not my intention. I'm just curious. Blaze it, says Andre. Okay, what I need to do... So right now, as we speak about YouTube, I am launching that video that I was talking about, as well as streaming on YouTube as well. They're over there. And the real Jimmy Hens, I don't know if you're still hanging in there, but hi, still. Let's put this weird picture... Yeah, let's do that thumbnail here. Great. Oh, really interesting. Why? This video is not even live, and it already got flagged as not advertiser friendly. I do not curse. There's no nudity. Come on, guys. Give me an effing break here, YouTube. Don't reload. What happened there? No medical condition. I want to be an icon like you. Fantastic. Do you play? Clearly, that's you playing the guitar. All right. No, it's a good name. YouTube trying to steal your ad money. I know, right? Give me my 5 cents, guys. Real Jimmy Hens, thank you for sticking around, solely manning the YouTube side of the chat. You are a hero and a brother. What am I doing right now? I'm hitting the save button. Is that what I need to do? Did that review? All right, request manual review. Great. Lynn, you rule. Lynn does rule. She's fantastic. Okay, good. This will be live in 15 minutes for those of you who want to check that out. All right, good. I can go away from this page. Are you Tom Petty's cousin? Oh, no, I'm not. Don't do me like that. I wish. I would love to have met Tom Petty at some point in my life. But sadly, that is the topic of today's video that I'm uploading to YouTube. We will not ever cross paths. Yeah, that was a really sort of shocking thing. Yesterday, on this live stream, Molly was here, we all learned of his passing together, and then immediately learned that he was actually still alive. And then he was dead again. And then he was still alive. We're all Tom Petty's distant cousin. That's true. That's true. Fantastic. Yeah, so that was not a fun day yesterday. Which it started out with us talking about the horrible Vegas events, and then, dude, seriously, it was like, there was a point where I was like, holy shit, guys! Like 3 times I'd been like baited and like it got switched up, and I was like, come on, like let's just one thing or the other, just pick a thing and let's go with it for the rest of the day at least. I'm still not 100% sure, you know. I mean, yes, I'm pretty sure, but there's a small part of me that's waiting for someone else to be like, no, Actually, still, even those people who reported, again, at 9 o'clock, they were also wrong. Yeah, that was the weird part of it, was like, we were talking about Vegas. I don't know how the topic changed to LiveJournal, but it did. I logged into LiveJournal. At the top of my friend feed was somebody posted about Tom Petty dying, and I was like, what? So it was like already weird, because I logged into this service I hadn't logged into in like 8 months, while Molly was doing the same thing with me in the chat room. Oh, it's just crazy. And then it dragged on for 8 hours. I was like, eee. Yeah. So like right now, and just roll it out. The real Jimmy Hens in the YouTube. I remember a meetup you did, and Boheem was there, looking disinterested. And that was like 9 years ago. Like you were actually at the actual meetup? Are you talking about, or just the video I posted on YouTube of that meetup, where we're in like a cafe? There's like 7 people. He was late too, if that's the one you're talking about. I know exactly the video you mean, if you're talking about the video. It's funny. Yeah, the Vegas situation is completely terrifying. And yes, there was so much misinformation, and it stemmed right at the source from the police, so that's why it was so confusing. And it all happened so quickly. Thought they would wait a few days on life support. I know! Like, I obviously don't, know what the medical staff was dealing with or all that stuff. Jimmy Hens from YouTube says a small one at the Kodiak Theater. Kodak Theater? Yes. Okay. I remember now. Yes. Yeah, by Hollywood and Highland. Those were weird times, man. Those little meetups. It was like, and I'm sure for him more so, because he was a little, at that time, more popular than I was. We're talking about Boheem. I have a side conversation in the YouTube simulcast, because he was way more, at the top of the tube at that point. So, that must have been so weird for him, and clearly so, because he has receded into like this weird hermitdom. Anyone in the YouNow remember Boheem? I'm sure Molly does, but okay, back to Tom Petty. I remember him. Yeah. It was so long ago, I forgot about him. Maybe Tom Petty had the DNR order. Sure, it's possible. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that for a second, based on who he was. Molly says yes, he was, and then disappeared, which is accurate. In the sort of days before he disappeared, and he's still out there, I've seen him update stuff, he got real weird. Like, real weird. Like, I was like, are you on a crazy amount of weird drugs right now, boy? Yeah. Andre, I don't think I'm familiar. Yeah, his heyday was literally like 2006 on the YouTube. He was doing like, these black and white vlogs, and back in the days when you could like, leave video responses to other people, and you would do that kind of thing. Alright. Reefer Ross, thank you for becoming a fan. Hit that quota. Why aren't you partnered? You are iconic. Thank you, Dying to Live. You mean partnered on YouNow? I'm working on that. I haven't really pushed it. Like I've looked up their partner agreement, and I just have to get bigger numbers before I really want to put a request in, or an application in for that sort of thing. If I can get 100 viewers in here at one time, I feel like that's a good standard. But we'll see. I mean, I just kind of came back to YouNow. I'd been doing it for a long time, and then I stopped for like years. And then I recently was just like, I wonder what's going on YouNow. And then when I came in, the response was, this. It was good. It was like this. It was even better. Like, this is a really good day for me here. So yeah, so I decided I'm going to start doing this every day. So we'll see how this builds and snowballs, and then I'll see. You remind me of Jim Croce, the musician, singer, person. I've never got that comparison, but thank you. I heard today that YouNow platform, Rise of Broadcaster, does not need to be partnered to earn money. But YouNow platform size a broadcaster does? Is that what you meant? I don't know what YouNow was until a month ago or so. I thought it was a new thing. No. Well, so YouNow, it's at least a few years old because I was doing streams on here like when we first moved into this house. So it's about at least 5, if not more, years old. I think it's longer. And then at a point before that, there was a site called Blog TV, and YouNow bought out Blog TV, so there's kind of some crossover there. But yeah, but they revitalized it. They changed a few things. They got a partner program, which I don't know how long ago that unveiled, but when I was here before, it did not exist. Because yeah, I would actually probably have been partnered back then because they approached me to do shows 5-6 years ago, something like that, and I would be featured on their front page and stuff like that, which is why I have like 45,000 views right now on YouNow, and then you look here and you're like, oh, but Sam, you only get 100 views in this stream. How's that even possible? Yeah, that's how. I used to do. Did I do the trivia show here? I think I did, and then I used to do a parenting show. Because they were like, we want to do something for a more mature audience. And I was like, all right, I'll do a parenting show, which was a terrible idea. That's not what your demographic is. I mean, it's opened up, obviously. And thank you to everyone from that demographic who is representing. But yeah, back in those days, it was like, everybody on here's 13 but me. Pretty weird. Here, let's take a quick look. When did YouNow.com start? I don't see a quick answer. Hey, my mom's over in the YouTube. She was over here earlier and now has made the jump over to YouTube. Hi, Mom. How's it going? Oh, and now she says, gotta go. All right, and goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow. Holy crap, my cat just scared the pants off of me. Nope, they're still there. I'm good. All right. Okay, great. And I'm just going to run BDBDVs. All right. Oh, by Sam's mom from Andre. Andre says goodbye. The Real Jimmy Hens partnering shows opens you up for debaters. Oh, parenting shows open you up for debaters. Yeah, that's true. That is a good point, Jimmy. Although back then on YouNow, it was such a younger audience that they were like, what is this? Like, why is this here? It was such a bad idea. And I'm sure that's why I kind of took a break from YouNow, because I was like, this is dumb. This is not right at all. Hey, SIRI, I don't want to activate it, says, YouNow domain was first registered on the 29th of June, 1999. Yeah, I thought it had been at least 10 years. Even more so. I also forgot about Conduit. You know, I used that for about 3 days and was like, nobody's going to be here. This is a pointless platform. Which I guess they got bigger than that, but are they still even in existence? I don't know. It's weird. It's as a like a live streamer, a content creator who wants to do live streams that are specifically live streams and not just like, hey guys, this is something else I'm doing. I work on all this stuff and I just want you to see what I'm doing, because that's, you're just going to do Periscope or Facebook for, or Instagram maybe. But as someone who wants to do like, let's do a live stream. It's either going to be a show, like, a really intricate thing, like the trivia thing, or like just a really in-depth chat. it is so hard and sort of mind-boggling to be like, what's a good platform for this? There's just too many friggin' platforms right now, and I wish a number of them would fail just to make less choices for me to have. Because it's easy enough to go, oh, I want to do gameplay. I'll flip a coin, I'll either do Twitch, which is what you should do, or I'll do YouTube gaming, which I guess if you already have a YouTube following, then you should do that. Molly says, I'm not sure. I tried to live stream test there 3 years ago, and live streaming there doesn't work anymore. On Conduit? Conduit? I thought it was pronounced Conduit, right? It's spelled Conduit, but they were pronouncing it like Conduit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I tried it. I don't even remember. Was that one of the ones that paid me to stream? There were a couple of platforms that like were like, here's 25, here's $50. Can you do like 3 streams? And I was like, sure, whatever. And then like I think they were the one they did like a whole bunch of people. Hey, QWX, that went away too fast. Welcome to YouNow. Thank you for joining me. I really think it was them, and they brought on like a dozen like live streamers or YouTubers to stream, and then didn't pay anyone. It was either them or I don't know if they still exist. It probably wasn't them, but yeah, it was some new streaming platform, and I was like, you guys are dicks. I feel like they were based out of Australia, but I don't know that that's true. And then I'm gonna say it was probably them. Yeah, I keep meaning to do like a YouTube video that is a history of live streaming, kind of retrospective thing. And like I forget about sites like that constantly that like popped up. What was that other one? There was that one that showed up at like the first time VidCon was at the Anaheim Convention Center. They were one of the booths, and it was like it started with a V. VidMe? No, not VidMe. They're new. Video. Oh god, I can't remember. Oh, Make TV. That's another one. That is the one that pisses me off. Make TV, much like Stickam and Operator 11, were so innovative. They created something kind of amazing. No, not Vimeo, Jimmy Hens, thank you. Vimeo has been around for a lot longer. This was 5 years ago, and it was I think I might be confusing this with a different platform, but I think their whole thing was like YouTubers can ask you questions and you will video response them a question. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Make TV, and I don't know if this is the thing you saw, Molly, because they've kind of gone through different iterations. What they did, if any of you have streamed, you might be familiar with OBS, Open Broadcast Software. Make TV created a cloud-based version of that thing. And I think it was out before OBS. It was relatively the same timeline, where you could have a broadcast switcher on one computer. Your phone and people anywhere in the world could download an app from Make TV and be a camera in your production. Somebody else could also log into your switching account, if you've given them permission, in like, oh, let's say Ireland, and run the switcher for you. And you could have this amazingly international multicam production and broadcast live, stream it out to multiple syndicated sources. It was amazing. And I got free access to like their producer, package or whatever it was. And then one day, they were just like, nah, not enough people are using this, so we're just going to drop that whole thing and retool how this app thing and just kind of go in a citizen journalism way and only make that available to like actual news stations. And I was like, you did something amazing. Took the most basic element of it, repackaged it, and I don't even know what they're doing anymore. Jimmy Hens in the YouTube says Stickam had the Shuffle Cam game. That was great YouTube videos. Yeah, I never really did any of that shuffle stuff. I always looked at it and I was like, what do we do with this? But I was more interested in staying put in my, my lane of like what I was doing as a broadcaster and like hanging out with the people that were in my chat. Not really going out into the world and all that. Okay, it's 2:30. This guy could show up early, I guess, but we'll see. I'm second again. Yes, Nara, did you put another dead mouse in our house? Oh, crap. Hang on, she's meowing like she's done something horrible. Oh, Nara, why? Please don't. Alright, my wife is home. I gotta go see if she needs any help. Jojo X3, welcome to YouNow, and thank you for making me your first stop here. I'll be right back, guys. I just want to make sure my wife doesn't need any help.
I'm here to train you guys. Because my dad is... There we go. So, how would you like the story? Pretty much. All of you guys think pretty much. Okay. Hey!
One more second, guys. Sorry. I do hear a music truck. Yeah. Don't tell her we call the ice cream truck a music truck. Don't tell her she serves ice cream. I know. They only come out when it's really hot. I don't know. I guess that's when people dance the most. The music truck. Oh, okay. That's fine. It looks like a giant...
Quarter of a cake, so we need the whole
Well, it's only a quarter of a cake. I mean, I guess I can save them. Oh my god. What is that
It's
filling?
Boston cream. It's a Boston cream cake.
They can have these letters that are made of sugar. Molly says, "Hey, Amanda." Okay,
No.
what is it's like light and not like a heavy pudding. Okay, so the Time Warner guy should be here within the next hour
Yeah,
or
they
so.
called my phone.
Oh, okay, good. Did they say?
An automated thing that basically, like, you have to listen to this entire message because if you don't, then we're going to cancel your appointment. So I had to listen to the entire message, and I actually had to hit a number.
Oh my
so that
God!
we still wanted to have somebody come out.
How
Because otherwise they just
ridiculous! Dude, Time Warner sucks. Just based on their customer service alone, I want to not be on there. Alright, I'll be right back again, guys. Sorry. Alright. And back officially. Jimmy's still on the YouTube. Alright. Did I lose everyone over at YouNow? No, we still got 13 people. Thanks, guys. Jet Spider-Man, Awesome Corky. Anthony Tuorlo. That thing I can't say without my phone activating. Hey. S. Karina Itsoon. Travis Siri. George. Long string of numbers person, Molly, and High on Supply. Thanks for hanging out with me. And Christian Davids, welcome to what apparently is your first time here on YouNow. Thanks for joining me, and Ronnie L. Wow, we got a squirrel crying here? Really? I don't think I've ever heard a squirrel crying. Christian, what up? And Ronnie, how you doing? Thank you for becoming a fan. I'm good. How you doing? How's everyone doing? I did just launch a video on YouTube. I feel offended that you're afraid to say my name. Listen, hey Siri, I can't do it without my phone. I did it. If I do it really fast, my phone doesn't respond. So there you go. I can say, hey Siri, really fast, and we'll be okay. Do you feel okay with me being able to say your name fast? I'm fine, thanks. I became a fan. Thank you for becoming a fan. My daughter is swinging and singing head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Hey, shoulders, knees, and toes. Slightly different song. All right, I'm glad we could find this middle ground on being able to say your name without my phone activating. I wish I could easily stop that, but I guess I'm not. I'm in Los Angeles, California, if that is the answer you're looking for. How is she singing it? With her mouth? She's singing while swinging. Oh, which actually... How's your day? Been good, Mohammed. Well, now she's really loud. Is there more to that song than just the head, shoulders, knees, and toes part? Cool playground. Thank you. We sort of inherited it. Yes, please. You may ask a serious question. We've already talked about some serious things. Current topics on today's show. Politics. Is Ted Cruz the Shadow Master? YouTube and making money on YouTube. Live streaming. The history of live streaming. Stickam, Make TV, Conduit, and I don't know, other stuff. When I was her age, I honestly don't remember that long ago. Wait, who asked about the... Christian never asked a serious question. It must be a very long question. I used to sing some Stones and the band songs like King Harvest. When you were like 4? That's insane. What's your favorite scary movie? My favorite scary movie. I used to really be a big fan of like the '80s slasher films, like Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. My favorites, like if I could isolate one movie, I don't know if I could do that right now. Eyes and ears, mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes. There you go. Hey Siri, thank you. Oh, this is the most serious of questions from Christian D, and I do not have a simple answer to this. What do you think about what happened in Las Vegas? And do you agree with the gun ban? Okay. So, I don't want to talk about this much because what a downer. We talked about this a lot yesterday on my stream. Obviously, it is a horrific event, and it is unfathomable that we live in a country where one man could do so much to hurt other people. As far as like a gun ban, I understand how complicated and complex a notion anything like that is. Yeah. But to hear anyone, support being able to own an automatic weapon of that nature, even though apparently what he had was modified, is unfathomable to me. It is unnecessary. Yes. Yes, Tom Petty is one of the greatest, most iconic American musicians of all time. Mm-hmm. And yes, he passed away yesterday, and it is really sad because he does some amazing music, and we'll listen to some really soon. Oh, what'd you listen to? Free Fallin'? Yeah. So yeah, that is the short version of that.
My husband doesn't like free falling, but I...
Guys, her husband doesn't like free falling, but she does. She's 4.5. These are the battles she picks. So to surmise, I personally would have no problem if there was suddenly a gun ban that banned all guns in America. That is not a right that I care about. There are obviously several arguments on either side of that. And Leah, thank you for joining me here on YouNow for the first time. We're in a very serious discussion that will quickly probably go on to less serious discussions, as I honestly talked about this so much yesterday, I just don't want to talk about it anymore. But yeah, while I would be fine, I have no problem with people who want a rifle for hunting or a pistol for home protection. But when you get to semi-automatic and automatic weapons, it's just unnecessary in my eyes. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And just as a small caveat to anyone who's out there saying, but what is our government right? What if we need to overthrow the government? You're not going to be able to do that, even with those weapons. They have tanks, they have planes, they have an army. You would need the support of another government behind you who would then supply those things. So let's move on to follow up on these other things. When my brother was her age, my brother kept getting hit in the face by a ball. And my mom all the time. It is a daily occurrence that someone is hurt and crying and asking for an ice pack in this house. And that's just because there's 2 kids here who love to play with each other and then also don't love to. What's your favorite snack? Thank you for that. Let's talk snacks, guys. Mama T-Love, what up? Good afternoon. How you doing? I'm just going to read this last gun-controlled statement before I go on to the snack theme, which is a much, much happier theme. The sad thing is gun control is only talk about after Horrific event plus guns have a bad view like pit bulls. I agree for a fact on that. I would like to say, yes, I acknowledge my father-in-law is a hunter. Both technically I have two father-in-laws. They're both hunters, and they hunt during hunting season. They own their rifle, which is I actually don't know what kind it is, but it is definitely not semi-automatic or anything like that. They have a very respectful, in touch with Mother Earth kind of hunting philosophy. They're not out there for the sport of it. They're out there to get that one deer that they can then have butchered and eat for the weeks to come. And by the way, that is some of the best meat I have ever had in my life. So yeah, there's that. That's all I'm going to say about that topic. Let's move on to snacks. What's your favorite snack? Earlier we were talking about Trader Joe's, and I was asked what my favorite Trader Joe's item was in general, and I said the peanut butter cups, which are just amazing, which is a pretty good. If we're going to go treats, that's pretty good treats. If we're going to talk snack, I'm going to talk savory. What's my favorite snack, buddy?
I don't know.
You don't know? What's your favorite snack? Like, not sweet, not a treat, but like a chip or something. Ew! What? You don't like peanut butter cups? Who doesn't like chocolate and peanut butter? I'm shocked. I just had a kebab. That sounds fantastic.
You brought some vanilla and chocolate cake.
I saw it. It looks delicious. I'm going to eat some after dinner, I think.
Why?
Because I want to save it.
It's humongous.
Cheetos? I love myself some Cheetos. It might be.
Yeah, that's your favorite.
You think that's my favorite snack as well? That's definitely up there. Although I don't eat them that often. I don't really snack much anymore. I used to snack a lot. Also really like chili cheese Fritos. Those are really good. But I don't get, those are like a treat. Hot Cheetos or Takis? No, I will.
Hot Cheetos.
I make coffee.
Cheetos is your favorite.
No, I don't like hot Cheetos. Well, I haven't really had hot Cheetos to my knowledge. I've been busy.
Daddy, do you want
I applied to a couple brands,
Daddy,
and then I've been doing this. I'm hitting milestones. What? My wife does not appreciate the live stream.
see how high I can get on the swing?
Yeah, go for it. I'm planning on doing that when the guy comes and takes my internet off. We're going to have a Time Warner check come in, and he's going to probably disconnect everything. So at about somewhere in the next hour, I might have to not be streaming, which is when I'm going to do all those things. Yeah, I know. Whatever you want to do. Okay. Oh, I like some macadamia nuts. Those are fantastic. Joe's is amazing, but 30 minutes away in Salt Lake City. Yeah. That sucks. Ours we could, on a dedicated day, walk to, but it's not that close. It's like 2 miles. What is your favorite beach in Cali? I don't really have a favorite beach. My wife kind of does. There's a part called the Bluffs or the Rocks, and I'm not sure what beach that actually is, but I think it's closest to like Malibu. Hard to find here. Chris introduced me to them about a year ago. What is NB? I do not follow. Sorry, Lynn. My lingo game is off. So much sad. Oh, Newport Beach. No, I don't think it's Newport Beach. It's like a small thing. I don't know. It might actually just be a part of Malibu. I guess Venice is kind of my favorite, just because it's not about the... I'm not so much into the beach thing. What's up, Oscar Rooney? It's your first time on YouNow, apparently. Welcome. And Manda Panda, hello. And do you like fishing? You know, I haven't been fishing in a long time, but I enjoyed it when I did it. I was in Boy Scouts. Thank you for becoming a fan. This is a epic day for fanning. You guys are really helping out. I'm trying to get... YouNow has told me my next milestone goal is 1,000, which is like another 240 people, 250 people. So all those fannings really help out. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I haven't been fishing a lot. Oh, thanks. Hey, Siri. I did. Oh, damn it! It activated. Cancel. Cancel.
You don't.
You don't. I tried. I need to turn that off. Jimmy Hens, are you still on the YouTube? Oh, thank you. Oh, Mama T Love. You need to be faster or slower. Hey! Siri. Slower. Hate when Siri does her own thing. You know, and I had turned it off. And then just the other night, I upgraded my OS to the new OS, and I guess it turned it back on. Really? They're in there, right?
But if Charlie, I mean, Charlie can just
Yeah.
Oops.
Wow. Hey, Jimmy Hands, I'm glad you're sticking around on the YouTube side of things. Thanks for holding down that fort. I am human. I can do my own thing, whether you like it or not, Lynn. That is, I'm pretty sure, an accurate impersonation. From Hey Siri. We're good. Lynn says, I like some part of the new update, but not the message. I haven't done any messaging yet. Like I said, I literally did it last night. I do not really like the when you scrub up that screen. Maybe I'll get used to it, but this just seems so cluttered to me. It's annoying. And I, for some reason, whenever I usually go to airplane mode when I need to charge fast, and then when I come back out of it, it turns on Bluetooth, and I'm like, I never use Bluetooth. Why? Why have you made this decision for me? So yeah, not a big fan of that. And so far, I haven't noticed anything else that the new update does that has improved anything. Why am I so off-center? This is also like on a cable or something. That's better. I just don't like the icons toolbar when I message people. Huh. I'll take a look at that later and see. I literally think I sent one message just to be like, hey, I can still get messages, right? Because I've had problems with that. I try not to use the cloud. I clicked on your page because your hair is awesome. Thank you. I'll do this for at least a minute. Okay, Betty. What is your favorite vegetable? What? Oh, you're talking to Alexa? Okay. My favorite vegetable? The water crisp, water chestnut things in the Chinese food. William F., thank you for capturing a moment. Yeah, and Muscle Lover 23, thank you for joining me for your first time, apparently, on YouNow. I'm shocked. How are you guys even finding me as the first person? Who? Like, at what point are you like, what is this YouNow site? Oh, this guy, let's go. And I dare you to go shirtless. I dare me not to. But thank you, Muscle Lover. Oh, and you fanned me. Thank you for that as well. I hope to live up to your name at some point. That's awesome. You're awesome. Thank you. I will be sharing the whatever moment you captured later on. I admit it. It was your hair. Oh, good. Well, now, write that down. More hair thumbnails. Okay. I look up categories and see who might be interesting, and here I am. Oh, thank you as well. Which is ironic, since the category I chose was bored. It was a very strategic choice. Like, what's in the top 5? Guys, girls, board, LGBT, or dashboard. And I'm like, well, clearly not 2 of those things. Going with board, which is my standard go-to. I almost went with the hang on, my wife's phone's ringing. I want to make sure it's not Time Warner. Alright. It's literally hyphen board, so it's like another vertical that's exactly the same. I don't know what the point of that is. And it's not the word dash, it's literally hyphen board. It's right under trending tags. I have no idea why that exists. Yeah, I almost went with asked questions today, which clearly would have worked, but I didn't think I was going to be on theme to that, and it turned out I was. All right. 99.9% of the time, I just use the board tag for YouNow. Oh, real Jimmy Hens, take it easy, buddy. What? Okay. All right, guys, Time Warner's on their way, so I'm probably going to end things when they get here. And they're going to most likely disconnect our modem anyway to take a look at things. Hashtag blank dashboard. Yeah. I'm not leaving just yet. Probably another 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 20. But guys, I just want to thank you all. Oh, thanks, Whisper. Thank you all for joining me today. I will be back tomorrow. And if you haven't already, I appreciate the follow. I do live stream over in different places on Thursday in the afternoon, roughly an hour from now, and whatever your local time zone is, I will be live streaming on twitch.tv it will be how to make a bacon wrapped pizza. Bacon wrapped date pizza, not a bacon wrapped pizza, that's weird. So check that out as well on Thursday. But I'll definitely be back here tomorrow. What are you doing? It's a bucket of kid. Yeah, it's one of my favorite pizzas to make. It is fantastically delicious. It's salty and sweet. Are you okay? Fantastic. Glad you guys could be here for that. The ship kind of sinks. Yeah, pizza. If you don't know me, pizza is one of my specialties. I have a couple of videos about pizza. My website, samproof.tv, has a /recipe section with a couple of my recipes for pizza. I only have like 3. I need to add more. And I will often live stream. Thanks for capturing that, hey Siri. Damn it! I assume that's the bucket fall. I will definitely be sharing that on my site as well. So yes, pizza is my passion. What? It's like a catchphrase.
Okay, so I'm gonna sit at this table eating your ham sandwich.
Okay. It's very sunny over here. Are you sure? Okay, she's gone. I should eat lunch too at some point. I said I should eat lunch too. Well, then I should eat a small snack. How about Cheetos? We don't have any Cheetos right now. Because we didn't buy any. Daddy only gets Cheetos when he works at a production gig that has small bags of Cheetos he can put in his bag and take home for later. Shh. Craft service is the best thing ever about Hollywood jobs. Okay, gang. I think I'm going to wrap it up just because I'm losing my voice. What? William Fox? I said shh. That seems the opposite of shh. All right, guys. I am going to wrap it up. I will be back tomorrow. The dog is barking, which makes me think that the tech is here. So thank you for joining me. We had a lot of fun. We hit a lot of milestones today. 30 concurrent viewers at one time. That was pretty awesome. And several followers and stuff. All right, I'm done. I got to go. Peace out, guys. I'll see you later. I'm going to get the door.